and Inter Miami.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
An Odyssey station.
If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the sauce with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof, like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what? What is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time wondering what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy.
Hey.
Hello.
Dude.
Goosies.
It's been up 17 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and you've already started.
What do you mean?
So, first news is Dalvin Cook to the Jets.
Looks like it. Not
Looks
official.
like it.
Not official, but
Which is a look from his perspective. It is a good fit
Mm-hmm.
because he's gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Because their running back's not back.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how you have to do this now at that position. You get in where you can play, then you work on, trying to get more money then.
Right.
And your reply was, no guts.
No guts.
Man, stop it with that.
Doesn't want the hometown pressure. I get it. Listen, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean,
What do you mean hometown pressure? You think he feels pressure?
Yeah, dude. Some people don't want the hometown pressure. It's cool. Listen, nothing against Dalvin Cook. Go get your money. But you know what? Like, never wanted him anyway. We got hosted with the Mostert. Like, I'm not worried about not having Dalvin
Here we
Cook.
go.
Listen, land of the wash. That's where the Jets go. Aaron Rodgers. There's a reason the Vikings didn't want Dalvin Cook. So good. Go enjoy the Jets. You're going to sit here. You've been mocking us all on Twitter for the last who knows how many months. And now you think you're cute by saying, heading to the airport like in a long touchdown run against the Dolphins. We get your game, Dalvin Cook. Good. Enjoy it. You'll lose twice. And, all the best.
You're a buffoon.
Not a buffoon. Now all of a sudden you're the biggest Dalvin Cook fan.
No,
I
I didn't say that. No, I just said that he's going to go where the money is and where the best fit is for him.
You're flip-flop.
It has nothing to do with being a hometown
It's
guy.
amazing. No,
it's your profession.
You're the biggest Dalvin Cook fan now. You never wanted him in the first place. You actually never wanted him.
Right.
And now I say I don't want him.
You know why? Because it wasn't the best fit for Dalvin Cook.
No,
it's
wasn't.
Not.
It wasn't the best.
The Dolphins are not the best fit for Dalvin Cook as far as getting the opportunity to play.
Well, listen.
Why would you sign up if the problem with running backs is you don't get a chance to play every play? Why would you then sign up where you're going to get rotated?
Look,
it makes no sense.
It's okay if you are afraid that you can't outdo a 30-year-old journeyman and Jeff Wilson for carries. That's fine. I understand it.
Okay,
I understand it. It's fine. You go where somebody's wounded. It's fine.
You know what? This might be a situation. I just want to tell J Fig and Marcos. This is a situation where one of us is well rested because they sleep like an 18-wheeler, and the other guy is struggling for some sleep because I couldn't sleep with it felt like I was sleeping on 95.
Can I just say, Leroy, J-Fig, Marcos, I
have witnesses.
I slept a total of 40 minutes on the plane.
The sleeper never knows how long he's sleeping.
I slept for 40 minutes. I know exactly. Nobody knows my sleep better than me.
I thought he died.
No, dude.
Here's what happened. I'm like, whoa, are you all right?
Dude, you don't even know. You probably, for all I know, you dreamt it because you were
No.
you were out for like 4 hours.
No.
Okay, no.
The doctor sitting next
4
to
hours.
us turned on the light.
Oh, the
Because they
doctor had
thought you were about to
the
check
doctor
out.
had no concerns. I'm telling you, I was asleep maybe 15 minutes.
Really?
Maybe
Now it's
15
now
minutes.
it's
A
15.
little cat nap. Nothing to it.
Yeah, okay.
Just an extended.
By the way, we didn't get here till late.
Dude, we got here so late.
Yeah.
We got to our hotel room, like walked in at midnight.
Yeah.
This time, Vegas time. So 3.
That's not
3
even
a.m.
checking in. That's just walking in.
Yeah.
No.
And so by the time you get situated, whatever, it's 1:32. Got to get up at 5:30.
Man.
So, but one of us got sleep on the plane.
I slept. I feel great. I'm fresh as a
Yeah,
daisy,
you
dude.
should be.
I'm fresh as a
Nobody
daisy.
else where we
Oh,
sat
dude,
is
you-
refreshed.
You were in night land. I should have put a little sleep cap on you, like you were Vic Fangio.
The old like that.
The old love that, dude. It's all right, dude. Listen, good for Dalvin Cook. Again, I'm happy that he got
No,
his
you're
money.
not.
I'm happy that he
Stop.
got his money.
Here we go.
No guts.
Here we go. No guts.
No
That's
guts.
what it means. No guts because he don't want to play for your team.
Yeah.
Not because he want to maximize his opportunities
Great for him.
as a
Tough market
football
for running
player in
backs.
his profession.
Listen, tough market for running backs. You got this Jim Irsay
Yeah,
whining
tough
on
market.
Twitter.
So you know what that means?
Uh,
You got to get as much as you can
I
as
agree.
soon as you can.
I agree. But on the
So
other
why
side,
you hate him for that?
because he's a Jet.
Okay, that's different.
It isn't different.
It is different.
It isn't different.
Wow. It's Slim Pickens over there.
I know.
My man came back with water and chips.
They do have granola bars though.
I love how you're eyeing the catering already.
Oh, we're waiting,
dude,
J-Fig.
dude.
We're ready.
They got some form of hot plate, and I can't wait till something hot goes in that plate.
They say, they're always like, oh, Sin City, it never closes. Well, Starbucks at 5 a.m. isn't open. It doesn't,
Hey,
and I'm like, it doesn't open till 7?
but guess what was open? The sun.
Oh,
The sun
dude.
is
Dude, the
open?
sun is right up here already.
Yeah, it's something.
It's
Is
brutal.
the sunroof
It's
above you?
something.
What's going on?
No.
So we should mention, we are live in Las Vegas. We are here for a just, I don't even know how to
This
describe this
is
fight.
one
This
of those
is-
fights that if you get to experience it, like the 2 undefeated guys for unified belts.
It's-
You only get one of these fights every 10 years.
This is the 2 guys. Everybody's been saying who is just the best
Pound
pure
for pound,
boxer.
yeah.
I know everybody's talking about it in a way over the last couple of days. He's kind of the flavor of the week. But Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, this has been the matchup everybody has wanted. And, they've been going back and forth. The media, I wouldn't say it was it never got to like a Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather type of standoff, but probably like a couple years. We've had Errol Spence on the show. He's talked about, his desire to do it. Terrence Crawford was with another promotion. So when Terrence Crawford finally got loose from Top Rank, he was free to make this fight happen. And it's happening, dude. It's happening on Saturday on pay-per-view for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. And you're talking about just 2 guys. Like, honestly, Leroy, people, they always, who do you think's going to win? I really don't know. I don't know.
Which is rare for you. Because even if you're not right, you can give reasons as to why you think who's going to win.
Yeah.
And for you to just open up the gates by saying, I can't tell you.
I don't know. Because I could give you like the reasons. It's like, oh, well, Terrence Crawford, he is a little more dynamic. He hits, power shots from both sides. He goes southpaw. He goes orthodox. Errol Spence, he's bigger naturally. He's not even going to be in this weight class. He breaks orbital bones like it's going out of style. But I don't know.
How much do you make of the accident?
He's had a couple fights since. I know.
But
people have said like he gave Ugas the business.
right.
Ugas, who a lot of people know down here, got the key to the city of Miami after he beat Pacquiao. But I think he's gonna be okay. I think that sometimes the thing that's interesting with elite boxers is like, man, sometimes the competition just brings the best out of them, and that's why I'm like. I remember the last time I kind of underestimated Errol Spence was against Mikey Garcia. And like Terrence Crawford blows Mikey Garcia out of the water, but Mikey Garcia is a good fighter. And the thing was, everybody's like, oh, Crawford's going to go out there and he's going to just destroy him. He's going to break his face. And really what he did was he boxed his socks off. Like
Right.
Mikey Garcia couldn't do anything. And there was the size was an issue, but it wasn't like, oh, he just bullied him. It was beautiful from Errol Spence. So I do think that he's got a lot more to his bag than people give him credit for. There's a little bit of a kind of a beauty in the simplicity of his stuff up the middle. And Terrence Crawford's flashier. Like he's just like,
Right.
You know, he'll do some of that, like, oh, I'm going to switch stance. I got a killer instinct. He'll throw something a little bit more wild. But I don't know. I really don't know who's going to win this fight.
It's hard to, with guys this good, we don't actually give them enough credit for game planning, making adjustments, fighting the fight that needs to be fought. And one of the things that you remember, Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And Tyson Fury went and said, I'm going to put on some weight. I'm going to let him feel my weight.
Yep.
And everybody laughed. But it was an excellent game plan. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because you'll be able to tell right away, you know, usually in the first couple of rounds, what the game plan is, right?
Yeah,
what they're trying to do. Whether you can do it or not is two different things. And then you watch the adjustments during the course of the fight. But yeah, I can't wait.
I'm excited for it. Saturday on pay-per-view, and then on top of that, you got the UFC this weekend with a monster card. So that's Goosey's galore too.
Yep, and we got our days planned out. We got a little Radio Row.
Yep.
Then we got a little cabana.
Wait, what?
A cabana with our friends.
Cabana.
Our good friends.
Wow,
Hey, so listen to
fancy.
this. So here's what happened. No, here's what happened. I was just minding my own damn business, right? And we go through the airport. We got a couple of go blue. You know, I had the Michigan sweat like shirt on. Then we get into the shuttle, right? We get into the shuttle. There's 4 guys, right? Go blue. He goes, I'm from Ann Arbor. So, oh, really? We start talking about some of the guys I played with. Then he goes, Leroy? I'm like, yep. No way. Right? Had to show him my ticket. He goes, get out. So
how do you show him
the ticket?
Yeah, makes sense.
So we had and by the way, we did get a Leroy.
What?
Right?
Wow.
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yes,
We were checking
TSA check-in.
What?
He walked by. Leroy. I say, Tob's right over there.
I was getting frisked.
Oh.
He was getting frisked. So
The guy was so mad at me because he's like, "Do you have anything in your pocket, sir?" And I was like, "No, I don't have anything in my pocket." And all I had was I like last minute put my contact case in my back pocket, and he goes, "What's this?"
yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, he goes, "Any liquid in it?" I'm like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Do you feel the need to open it up?" So he's like, "You're good," because there was no liquid in it. Otherwise, he would probably maybe throw it out.
right. So
Wow.
we start having this conversation, right? We go, where are you going? Vegas. We're going to Vegas too. Now, these guys drove from Fort Myers to fly to Miami.
Very strange plan.
Right.
Okay.
So I made fun of that
Yeah.
because they could have went to Tampa, but they said it's the same distance.
Picture spring training, Chunky 52, but Leroy was just shaming them the entire flight up until he went
Wouldn't
Snoozy Pie.
Wouldn't have it been cheaper going from Tampa?
No direct
It
flights.
was there was.
Oh.
It was actually what there was no direct flights from Fort Myers. What J-Fig said,
Well, I'm saying from
you
Tampa.
brought up too. Yeah, they could have gone to Tampa. For whatever reason, they decided Miami. I don't know.
Right. And this was planned in February.
Okay.
So,
did you
right.
plan this shirt, by the way, Leroy?
No.
That's a very specific
was
shirt to
blue.
be wearing here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't see what seems to be wrong with it.
It's a guy. It's
Yeah.
not
I
Just a
know
guy,
what it
it's
is.
His name.
right.
You know, that's it.
interesting.
So we start talking to these guys. He's like, hey, we're staying at the Aria. You guys, we got the cabana from 11 to 6.
That's a long time with the cabana.
Dude,
It's quite some time.
wait, let me tell you. These guys were all enthusiastic when we got on the plane. They ate food and they would sleep like the rest of us. So I'm like, hey,
You know who wasn't
slow
asleep?
your roll tonight.
You know who wasn't asleep?
Ooh,
Me.
no,
That's
you-
who wasn't asleep. I was on Twitter the entire
Dude,
time.
dude.
I wasn't even
know what?
sleeping.
Hold on. You guys are familiar with this. Let me ask you this. Does the snorer ever realize he's snoring?
I'm not
No.
denying that I was snoring, but to
Dude,
say that I was
yo,
keeping the
I
cabin
thought-
up
I
is not
thought
true.
I was going to, the doctors thought they were going to have to do mouth to mouth and
The
resuscitate.
doctors, the doctors were the doctors were drunk as skunks. They-
Oh,
okay.
hey,
They were
didn't
drunk
even-
as skunks. It's not true.
Hey, I called one quiet doctor. All he did was smile.
Oh.
That's a scary one.
He might have been
Scary
on Molly. We
smile.
don't know.
Okay.
Hey, so
Is that a good
everybody
time?
was all enthusiastic about Vegas, right? We get on that plane. You know, old Tobes got some pot roast in him. They had pot roast.
Yeah, they had like that bum ass Gala pot roast.
Oh.
So
It was not good.
so I'm like, we just ate, dude. Pot roast, dude. And they didn't even present it like pot roast. They go, you want lasagna or beef?
Oh.
They just beef.
I went beef.
He went beef.
And I got a nice red with it.
Yeah, and then he's sipping on red wine,
Yeah.
which again,
How
Classy. Very classy.
again, it didn't help your snoring.
Maybe not. I
Just
don't know. But it
next-
was only
next
for 30
time,
minutes.
just get a
By the
video.
way, can I
Get a
just tell you
You
something?
need a double X
No,
breathe right.
Let me just tell you
Just
something.
open up.
Let me just
just
tell you
open-
something. Leroy is such a baby because he was like, he's freaking out the entire time because we were on the tarmac for like a good 45 minutes. That was our delay. And he goes, well, bro, why aren't you in airplane mode? Why aren't you in airplane
No,
mode? dude?
because he's
Why aren't you in airplane
he's
mode?
in.
While you're waiting?
Because here's the deal. Okay. Everybody knows that my favorite show is Mayday Air Disaster.
For some reason.
And I would hate to be on a plane and be with the guy that's causing electronic failure because he wanted to look at Twitter.
You know, I
So
totally
I'm like,
understand that.
hey man, they
Although
told you
it
put your
wasn't
phone in
moving?
airplane mode. Stop it, airplane mode. And he's like, so I go over, I lay up against the window or whatever, and I look over, he's on Twitter. I'm like, hey, airplane mode.
Dude,
He's
like,
waiting
you
for
not
some
a good
Dame
listener.
news.
Huh?
I
He's waiting
was
for
a
Dame.
fine.
He's like, what happens if Dame gets traded? I'm
That's
like,
exactly what I was
Exactly.
afraid of.
Exactly.
12 o'clock at
You
night.
should
No, but we
know.
No, West Coast time, J-Fig. What if Cronin decides to give in
Exactly.
and then
You
I
should know
missed
that
it?
he has to be on top of that.
I have to be on Twitter. And he goes, this is what you do all day. You're just perusing on your Twitter. I'm like, he's like my wife. He's
No,
like sitting
I'm
there.
not. I'm just listen. I just don't want you to be the reason, because like the plane will crash and they'll say, "Ooh, electronics. Somebody had their phone on. Oopsie."
No,
That's you.
That wasn't gonna happen. We were
Who was
fine.
it?
Yeah.
What?
No, when they ask who was it.
We were fine. And then I ended up getting the Wi-Fi.
The guy with the
You know.
contacts.
Yep. And they're gonna say, you know what? Ever since this
I
flight
knew he was
started,
trouble
he's
when
been
I saw
problem.
him.
Yep.
Everyone's gonna be like, hey, what did you do it for, sir? I needed to know if Dame Dollar was coming to the Heat.
Excusable.
Let him go. He's good to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Pat Riley's gonna bail me out.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. We'll get into some more shenanigans here. We are live from Radio Row. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford this weekend on pay-per-view. Check it on out this Saturday. It is live from T-Mobile Arena. That is literally what we're broadcasting right outside of.
Right outside of.
Right here in Las Vegas. We'll be back with more after this. back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We are live in Las Vegas. We are on Radio Row for Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, live on Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday from T-Mobile Arena. Not gonna lie, Leroy, I'm goosed up right now.
I am pretty excited. You know what? Boxing has a way of creating these events, right? And you could get two guys, and the only thing I hate about it is the only thing I hate about boxing is that sometimes these fights take too long to happen. It happened in the 90s with Tyson and Riddick Bowe and all those guys in the heavyweight division.
Right. It's like right at the right time. They're both not old enough yet.
Right.
And
they both have made a boatload of money, and they're both undefeated.
I know Errol Spence is dying to get the hell out of this weight class, and then I'm sure Boots.
Why is he struggling?
He's a big guy, you know, for the weight class. You know, he's almost 6 foot. You know, it's like so make 147. It's a struggle. Yeah.
So if he wins and then moves up, what's going to happen? Terrence Crawford going to end up with the belt anyway.
Or Boots Ennis.
They'll fight for it.
Or our boy Boots. We'll see. But yeah, he'll drop the belt.
It'll probably be the best thing that happened though for boxing, because now you're going to have another major fight with Terrence Crawford, and that's if Errol Spence wins, because he can't. Your body's not made to be 147 forever at his size. 6 foot, 147.
Especially his age too, you know. But you know, there was talks he wanted to go up and fight Canelo at 160. You know, he's been dying to get out of this weight class. But
if he was undefeated and went for Canelo, Canelo's a little old though, right? We always say that though.
I actually think I think you know what's crazy, because Canelo's been fighting for so long. I think they actually might be the same age. I think they might be the same age.
Really?
I forget Canelo's got 70 pro fights almost, and he's you know, he was fighting at 16. You know, right. He fought Floyd at 21 years old.
Right. The
guy's been around forever. So that's very, very exciting. Still on Dame watch, by the way. I did my investment into the wireless did not pan out yesterday, J-Fig.
Really?
What?
Only thing that Wi-Fi produces sleepy tunes, because you went night.
No, I wasn't asleep, dude.
Dude.
He was listening for keywords in his sleep.
I'm telling you, the only thing that would have helped that situation is a CPAP machine, because he was killing it.
I don't deny. Listen, I'm not denying the crime. I'm denying the time.
Dude, I'm like, hey, look, I was in my own little world, sleeping like a little baby, and all of a sudden I go, what? I'm like, is he? And then he.
I'm gonna assign you for video proof next time, please.
I started to do it, but then he would jump up and open one eye to make sure nobody was in, and I didn't want to be holding the
He said, "I heard that."
Yeah,
started myself.
He started himself.
Baseball says you can't live 5 hours without Wi-Fi. Not with Dame Dollar rumors. And you want to know something? I remember distinctly. I think it was. What fight was it? I remember I was flying. It was. It might have been. It wasn't Kovalev. I remember. It's funny that I say remember distinctly and then I don't. But it was. We were flying to Vegas for a Radio Row, and I didn't have Wi-Fi, and Hockman ends up but Hockman did, and Hockman was one of those where we were on 790, Hock and Crowder were on 560. I think maybe it was McGregor Mayweather. I don't remember, but it was I didn't have Wi-Fi, and Hock just breezes past me one time, and he goes, "John Jones suspended for steroids." I was like, "What?"
So from that moment on, you feel that you have to.
Yeah, I'm terrified. And then minutes later, he goes, Kyrie Irving traded to the Celtics. I was like, "What?"
So basically, you're scarred because of that one incident.
I'm scarred,
and so now you're gonna take down the plane because you can't live without.
I didn't take down the plane. I had their approved Wi-Fi, which was very good, by the way. I will say, no complaints. You know, the only thing I couldn't get yesterday, I couldn't.
Now.
Hold on. Here's the only crazy thing about the flight. When have you ever been on a flight that long and there was no movie?
No movie. Yeah, no movie. I had my headphones.
Wait. Okay, so what? Last time I went on a flight, they gave you Actually, no, it's probably okay because I have T-Mobile, so it probably was T-Mobile giving me the. No, they give you a website. You go and you sign in, and then you're able to watch on your phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I flew American.
Did we miss that?
What, free Wi-Fi?
No, that you get the Wi-Fi and you can watch the movies on your phone.
You probably could, but I didn't have earbuds.
You didn't think you could share that with me?
You were sleeping, dude. You slept the whole time.
My only other option was to hear your ass snoring.
Dude, you heard me snore for like 15 minutes. You were in snooze land. I was sitting
When has
there.
a snorer ever said, I was only snoring for 15 minutes?
That's
a lie in itself.
That was just him waking up every.
You can go look at my phone usage. I was on my phone the entire time. I was playing some Mario Kart. I was sitting there. I was playing. I was on Twitter. I was perusing.
All right.
Wasn't researching. I probably should have been doing that.
All right. I got you.
That's what notifications are for.
Yeah, well, like, what if I missed it? If I missed that, I would have been crushed.
What?
And if I would have missed the Dame news.
Why? It was the middle of the damn night.
You never know.
In Florida, it was the middle of the night. That means nobody's gonna get it. You know what?
That
What if Riley's on the West Coast?
Here's a lesson you need to learn about phones and stuff like that. I tell people all the time, don't leave me 2 messages. Because if I check the first message and you left 2 messages, the first message is just as good as the second one. So if everybody's asleep and they get the news when they get up, why do you need to know in the middle of the night? You can't do nothing with it. Having that information in the middle of the night, you can't do anything with it because ain't nobody going to get it till they get up in the morning. What are you?
That
Walter
was early.
Cronkite?
Yeah, they're like, no one's going to get the news until I give them the news. What do you mean I can't do anything with the news? I would have woken you up. I would leave right on the plane.
And everyone will be waiting for that.
Exactly,
Hey,
J-Fig. Exactly.
First of all,
dude.
J-Fig, let's not get it twisted. There's no way in hell he would have been Leroy and me.
Oh, yes, he
because
would.
Dude needed a CPAP machine, and he wasn't awake.
I cannot believe that you were doing this off of 10 minutes.
Now it's
Now,
10.
Wait, it
was ridiculous.
It started at 30. So by the time we get done with this show, he was not even asleep.
Dude,
30
that
seconds.
thing could have. It could.
30 seconds.
My nap could have played for the Panthers. It was a cat nap, if anything. Like that's it.
nap?
It was a cat nap.
A Bengal tiger.
No, dude, it was a cat nap. Anyway,
This is why
Take-
you need the proof.
We'll take a quick break.
Yeah, I know.
Get in some footy football. Training camp continues. Day 2 for the Miami Dolphins. Dalvin Cook. No
Waiting on that
guts.
breakfast delivery.
Back after this.
Pick me a plum.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Came along
Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We are in Las Vegas for Spence, Terrence Crawford, which is available for you live on Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday. Leroy and I checked in. We're staying at the New York. You know.
Hey, Marcos. So New York.
Yep.
We get in. We get to the hotel about 12-ish, a little after 12.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little hungry because I didn't eat the pot roast.
Nah.
What do you think the first thing I see?
Pizza.
Yes.
Gotta be.
But guess what?
What?
No go.
What?
Damn crust was too thick.
Oh. You're
I
addicted
said,
to the
Toes,
thin
I'm
crust
hungry,
now,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
He's a thin cruster, dude.
I'm a thick cruster now.
That's how he goes. Yesterday in Dolphins, outside of the footy football, the video got released of Tyreek Hill at the Marina.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Wow, I didn't see it. What
you haven't seen it?
Is it incriminating? Is it as bad? Because Leroy tried to play it off.
It's
It's
Marcos,
exactly what you said.
a slap on the back of the head.
I don't even know if it's a slap. More
It's
than
not
like
even a slap.
more like a shovski,
Right.
almost, you know?
Wow.
Right.
The old man, the old love yelling, I guess. I don't know.
He was old.
But
I
he
didn't know he was old.
He looked old. Yeah, I mean, he looked like an older gentleman. But Tyreek Hill,
They made it sound like the guy was 25, right?
Yeah.
Then we all know they think the guy was a kid.
I
I
thought
think
it
there's
was
only
young, and I thought it was a smack.
there's only two ways to go at a marina. You're either old or you're young. Like you're either like a sea captain, but you can see that the guy is like, even when he gets touched by Tyreek Hill, is even kind of like almost confused. He's like, did Tyreek Hill just touch me in the back of the head?
Right.
But we don't know it was young. Now the thing that is like, Tyreek Hill was clearly very upset about something because
like that was a drive-by.
Yeah, it was a drive-by. His friend is clearly trying to get him out of there. So
right.
But he's upset, and everybody that's with him is trying to calm Tyreek Hill down. So it's like Tyreek Hill said yesterday, is like, look, boneheaded move by me. It's not going to result in a suspension. I highly doubt. This was like the last thing you would. Well, what if the video is really, really bad? It's not really bad.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say this again for the dummies who didn't listen. Okay, when you say somebody got tapped on the back of the neck, right? The level of aggression is limited because you didn't say he hit me. You didn't say he slapped my face. He tapped me on the back of the neck, right? That's it. So from that standpoint, like, yeah, he went a little bonehead on it.
Yeah,
it probably wished that
I don't know,
the video makes you wonder what in the hell got Tyreek so mad.
Yes.
And so that's where that is. But look, he identified it. Hey, my bad. It was stupid. I got out of hand.
It was stupid. McDaniel said that he was disappointed in it, because obviously he looks to Tyreek as a leader.
Yeah, and Tyreek before
Tyreek comes in with some baggage into this. He's not had the cleanest pass in the world. So like, you're trying for this fresh start. You have down here in Miami. It was as clean as it was last year. So it's like, yeah, it's not egregious, and it's like he said, just like move past it. Let's move.
Right.
Let's get past it. But
right.
And also,
and I can see why nobody pressed charges.
And also, maybe next time offer more than $200, it never becomes a headline.
I mean, that tap warrants $200. Here, let me explain something to you. Hold on, that tap warrants a couple of $100, right?
I would say
the scene after the tap,
the kerfuffle,
all the nonsense. Whereas now the guy's scared that Tyreek's coming after him.
Right.
That's $5,000. I'm serious.
That's a 5K. That's a 5K.
Right. The old don't like being scared. Wait, let me ask you a question.
I kind of wish that
when you go to the movies, J-Fig, you like scary movies?
I love scary movies.
Women like scary movies.
Women love scary movies.
How about Marco? Do you like scary movies?
I love scary movies.
He's lying.
He's lying. I'm not a fan.
Nah,
I'm not a fan. There's a fine line between scary and like suspense, though.
Yeah.
Because Silence of the Lambs,
suspense.
people say that crap was scary. I found it very suspenseful.
Yeah.
Right?
I find a lot of horror funny.
Right. But here's the deal. You ever see any old people in these movies?
Yes.
No.
Do I ever see old
Yes.
people
In the
horror
scary
movies?
movies.
All the time.
They're usually
they're like
They're
scary
usually
warnings.
possessed.
Yeah.
No, the old people are
There's
possessed.
usually some old lady who like has a
Mm.
I told you not to go in there. You know, she's got some warning or something like that. That's what the old are doing in horror movies.
But they ain't the ones that, it's usually the stars of the movie are young.
I'm a little
Right.
like I do wish that the guy at the marina was dressed a little bit more like a sea captain. Like I think that's
Like
you know,
a sea captain.
dude.
Really?
Everything is not a bit.
That's what's doing
Like,
it for you?
You know what have really made this? If he was dressed like a sea captain.
I do wish the guy was like, "Arr, Cheetah, get off me boats."
He's a Bucks fan, then clearly.
Maybe.
I'm looking at this, bro. It's a tap. It's a
looking at it
literal
right
tap.
now.
Right. Wait,
It's a
wait,
poke.
wait.
Nothing.
It's a poke. If
Wait.
anything.
Here's the deal. I told you this beforehand. When you say he got slapped on the back of the neck, like it already comes with not that aggressive.
By the way, this is the only
Also-
camera they have at the marina. Like just
That's
for
not a
future
good
reference.
angle.
Just for future reference for the marina, maybe don't put it behind the
Now,
fish-
here's what I was scared of.
Yeah, the,
See,
the
no, I'm
helmet.
gonna tell you what I was afraid of. You see all the craziness. Okay, he do the tap.
Yep.
Look, that guy, did he throw up his dukes? The old man.
The old man.
I-
Yeah, he's a sea captain.
So this part right here, because one of his friends could have got hit.
yeah, it
You
would-
see what I'm saying? And that's the worst part about this is when you hold me back, people get accidentally hit.
no, he definitely didn't
So
throw
what
up
if one of them was the young lady with him?
he definitely didn't throw
See
up
what
his-
I'm saying?
He didn't throw up his dukes. He was just he was like, whoa, he's off,
Wait, what did he do?
Whoa.
He's trying to keep his balance.
He like lost his balance.
Whoa!
I know it was terrible for the radio audience what I just did, but yeah, he's just like he's definitely like he definitely looks back and at Tyreek Hill like, did Tyreek Hill just slap me upside the head or smack me in
No,
the back of the head?
that wasn't even. It was a poke, dude.
Yeah.
If I poked you right now in the back of the head, we going to court?
No, but
Like that's the thing about that. Come on. Uh oh.
what?
Food's coming.
They opening up both doors.
Oh.
This is the last time
Hey.
this happened was the Marlins opening day.
he was just looking
no,
at-
they bringing it us. Wait, that ain't gonna fit.
That's gonna be a
Whoa.
problem.
They bring. Hold on.
We're doing the blow.
There's an 8-foot door, and they trying to get on a 9-foot Coke machine. So
Oh.
we gonna pay attention to this and get back to you because it looks like
I
they
say
got
point
no
the camera
damn
that
chance.
way so I can say it.
Hold on. Look.
There, I'll see. Here.
You got.
See if
look.
I can- it's pretty far down, JFig. I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Well, you know what? I
Ah,
can see some
gotcha.
movement. Yes.
Hey. Look. Oh, they gonna tilt it. They gonna tilt it.
Yeah, you got to lean back on that.
Somebody got to get on the other side.
I'll
or
tell
it's
you
gonna
what, though,
fall
you,
flat.
you shouldn't go glass side with that.
Yeah. Look.
Mm.
Oh, here it comes.
Are you guys
we
the
go.
only one? You're the only one there?
One other guy.
Yeah,
One other guy. Nice.
we're early, dude. I mean,
We're
like, what
early.
is it?
Nice.
7:45 over
Usually,
here?
you have to
Yeah.
understand that usually these tents don't usually open till 8 or 9 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
So if your show's before that, you didn't even.
Nah.
That's what happened to us originally. That we start doing 6 to 10. The show was so early, it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so we haven't gone for it. We didn't go for years, but
Mm.
They're not going glass first.
oh, smart.
Smart.
Sandman
Here.
Wait.
makes a good point.
Oh, there's
But look,
more.
what's that?
He says it's for the best that you guys are by yourselves. After the flight
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
guys
probably.
it's probably
Probably.
Probably.
Probably. I mean,
Probably.
I'm sure by like the second half of the show there'll be
Hey,
more people in here.
You. Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Leroy.
In.
Every time you
Yeah.
make a point.
Got
Wow, well done.
it. Yeah, all
Good
right.
job.
Well,
It's probably you've been here a lot when all the people that are here come and greet you.
yeah, for sure.
nice.
Silly Sauce says is WEEI there. I don't see them on the. I don't see them having a card. I do not see WEEI.
Man,
Right.
that would be great.
We want to see Terrence Crawford fight.
Wait,
You can interview
how
them.
come there's no intangibles on the
I
card?
love it intangibles. It brings grit. I love fighting on the inside. Like Mickey Ward. Actually,
Really?
what?
Somebody from Boston got to be Mickey.
That's a real guy.
I know
Mickey Ward.
it is. I'm just saying.
Mickey Ward was. I remember seeing Mickey Ward at a bare knuckle. Very nice. He took like a gazillion pictures with people. Mickey Ward. Of course,
Yeah,
with
he did.
the,
And then we ran into some other folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It's been.
We
but
haven't
yeah.
even been here 24 hours and we've had a blast.
But it's but yeah, the Tyreek Hill thing. I mean, he's
I
not
told
getting
you guys. Stop.
I blame the word.
Slap on the back of the neck.
But getting back to my point to the Marina, you guys got to move that security camera.
yeah.
Like
Not
it's literally,
great.
it's
Hold
like
on.
it's right behind
Hold on.
the fish trophy. Like if Tyreek Hill was a little taller, would have been no proof. If that was
here's the
a
deal.
taller receiver, he would have been in the clear.
Here's the deal. You have Marina cameras for insurance purposes. You don't think there's going to be too many kerfuffles on a marine in a marina.
I don't
right?
know, man. Shenanigans seem like they would happen at South Florida marinas all the time. I mean, I guess you don't want, maybe you don't want messing with your customers or whatnot. but
Shenanigans
it's such a
happen at marinas all the time.
all the
Really?
time,
Let's
J.
just
Vic.
say
I'm just saying this. There should be one rule that's standard with most people. This is not on a marina,
Keep your hands to yourself.
right? If it ain't yours, you don't have a right to be on it.
That's
true.
fair.
It's very fair.
That's
like
fair.
that's like you can't go to the parking lot and say, "Ooh, I like this car. I'm gonna try it out."
Yes.
That's called theft,
That's what you do.
right? So why, if somebody has a problem with that, then yeah, that tends to be a serious issue.
I'm a little bit confused though. So like this big story yesterday with Aaron Rodgers,
Is him giving $40 million
giving
back?
$40 million back. Like
He didn't. Here,
something doesn't smell right.
can I tell you this? The contract is structured so it looks like he gave up $40 million. But I guarantee you when all the numbers work out, he didn't give up $40 million.
Who gives up $35 million?
I'm telling you, the way the contract is structured, it looks that way. But I promise you, at the end of the day, he's not giving up $35 million.
This is the right. They say Rodgers 39 signed a 2-year, $75 million contract that is fully guaranteed. A source said he was due to make close to $110 million in guarantees in his previous deal. This is an uncommonly large pay cut and one that will provide financial flexibility to the organization for the next 2 years. And obviously, then the next domino to fall was Dalvin Cook flying to New York this morning.
You know what they do? Here. They say, "Hey, Rod, what if we give you a check for $50 million right now?" Right? That's how they do it. That's what they did to Tyreek when he restructured his deal right after getting it. That's what they do to other guys on the team. You give them a big fat check, right? Who's going to say no to a check for $50 million?
Says he's going to receive a $35 million roster bonus.
There it
in 4
is.
days.
There it is. I told you. They give them a big check. They're going to give the money anyway. But what if you could get $35 million today versus waiting 2 years?
Schmiethen's right though. He's like, the NFL cap is fugazi. I told you.
It's not. It's
No, it doesn't
fugazi,
exist.
dude.
Doesn't exist.
Technically, he took less money,
All right.
but he's getting a chunk of it now, which makes everybody happy.
The
Gotta go
only
in the
salary
dark.
cap more fugazi is soccer.
Right.
Oh, soccer has a whole bunch of rules and guys you can put in certain, where you can sign them for whatever. And yeah, I heard Winningham explain it, and I was like, what?
By the way, your boy wasn't negotiating after all, Tobin.
Who?
Mbappe.
I know.
Apologize.
I apologize. He
Told
did-
you he said he didn't want it.
Also, Mbappe, you're an idiot.
Now he's an idiot. Oh my goodness,
No.
dude. See why? You see why everybody wonders why I'm so mad? Because this guy, he's a chameleon. Like he immediately takes the opposite side.
Well, it's just like, really? Like, what are you going to do this year then? So you're going to, I'm going to wait till Real Madrid. Go get $700 million. What are you doing? Buy your own Madrid.
He's 24 years old. He's probably worth $200 or $300 million.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
He will be all right, but wouldn't he be more all right?
Now you're telling him to take the money.
Well, no, I think you should still negotiate.
See,
Wait till the Saudis come back, dude. I'm telling you, they're going to give
they're
their
not
bill for
coming
him.
back.
They're coming back.
So Mbappe is going to play for who this upcoming year?
Whatever, Al Aziz, whatever. I forget what the hell was
No.
it called.
Was he at PSG right now?
He is with PSG, but
And he's going to Real Madrid next year for $110 million a year.
Yeah.
So
Al
at
Hilal,
24
excuse
years
me.
old, you think he's still going to take the money and go to the Saudis?
Yep.
No. Everybody like I don't understand. Can I just say, here's what makes me want to fight this man. Because in one situation, he'll say Mbappe should take the money and then say Dalvin Cook got no guts for taking the money.
Well, it's not exactly what I argued. What I said was that Mbappe should hold out for, because he was only getting $700 million in this deal. I was saying he should hold out until they raise it so he gets $1 billion.
But if it's not about the money, there's no amount.
Okay, dude, you're adorable. He's not Tiger Woods.
Why not? He's got more money than Tiger Woods had at this age.
Okay, at this age, but he doesn't have more money than Tiger Woods.
Okay, so if he plays until he's 30, you think he'll have more money than Tiger?
I don't know.
Yes, he will.
He would have if he
at
would have taken this deal.
$110 million a year?
If he would have taken this deal.
Yeah, of course. He chose not to.
Right.
Why can't you respect that?
Because I don't know if this is over yet.
Think he's doubling down on negotiations?
No, first he said I apologize, and now he's not. I'm not.
Well, I apologize
not
because you were like, oh, you said no. I'm like, yeah, did he?
Yes, I read it.
Yeah, but I didn't know to trust that source.
The source? What? ESPN?
Was it ESPN?
Yes.
I don't think so.
It was on the scroll.
I think you don't get to just read the scroll and think the scroll is news.
Do you understand what conversations are in the airport, eating dinner, at the hotel? This is what it is.
I just like how he can throw out. I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what he does. I'll tell him a story. I'll say, hey, so and so did this and that. I don't believe that. Where'd you get that news from? Oh, you're the worst. The worst. But
We'll hear a little bit from McCoachin, Mike McDaniel.
You know what I could use right now? A McSandwich.
I'm a big snack time guy.
I'm more than we passed snack time, right? It's need to be a sit down and have a meal and have at it. And you know, when we get out of here, be burger time.
What does that mean?
Burger time.
What burgers?
Wherever burger we want, everything will be open.
Man, I want a burger.
Yes.
J-Fig's been craving
I've been craving a burger for a while.
Days. Dude.
Really?
Very strange.
Are you a big fan of Fuddruckers? I love Fuddruckers.
I love the buns.
You don't like the meat? I like the fact that they keep their the fixing section so clean. Like lettuce, tomato, pickle, so nice.
I used to love it more than I do now. I don't know.
That a boy.
Take a quick break. We're live from Radio Row. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford live on Showtime pay-per-view. Hour 2 coming up next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Ready, J-Fig?
I'm ready because no one is here.
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Two of the how? Viva Las Vegas.
Nice.
Tobin and Leroy. This guy's the quibbling with this guy. It's something.
Before the show's over, they're gonna put Horde and Show Pony once and for all, right? That's gonna be because. Hold on, let me explain something.
This guy.
So my wife she's big on trying to keep me away from the Splendors and the aspartame and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Says it's bad for your body. You might as well just go ahead on and do sugar. We go over there to the coffee, right? Tob likes it black. He reaches for a Splendor. I said, get the raw sugar, dude. It's natural, right? He goes, it doesn't mix. It falls right to the bottom. I said, how about stirring it?
Doesn't work.
He goes, really work.
If I
it's not the same.
He said, if I pour Splenda in there, it just disintegrates.
It does. Everybody knows this. I'm a coffee drinker. You're not. You had one bender that you went on for like 3 months.
That coffee, like I can already tell, that coffee is too
it's
light.
all right.
It's too light.
Yeah, it's all right. I like dark coffee. I like you know me. I like Cafe Bustelo, like gruel, right from the pot. I throw one Splenda in there sometimes, and immediately I'm getting big spoon.
Look at that. That's gruel right there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's because here's the thing. He has the colada, which is like they put a lot of sugar in that, and so it's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. I like.
Hey, can I ask you a question, Marcos?
Yep.
Why don't you just drink it from the big cup? You ain't sharing.
Yeah, usually I don't even get this small cup. DJ Zog gives me his. It was better for visual effect, to be honest.
J-Fig, did he offer you one?
No.
He offered you?
This is disgusting.
Right.
This is from 6 a.m. She doesn't want this. This is gross.
I want anything that has
I like
caffeine
J-Fig's
in
shirt
it.
today. She looks like she's gonna go.
Yeah,
deal
club.
blackjack.
Where you going?
Oh, thanks. I was
Where
trying.
you going? Where you leave here? You got a little
Home.
something going on?
No.
There was a meeting at 10 a.m. That's why
There was a huddle I missed by like seconds.
How was the huddle?
Wow, dude.
I don't know.
you
I
missed
was
it?
sitting here.
It was good. They huddled up. They called the bootleg scoop boogie, and then we said,
Actually, you want to know what they actually said besides that?
What did they say?
Anything good?
Riptide is back.
Whoa!
I saw that Riptide's back. We're not calling it the Odyssey.
So
Music
it is
Festival
no
anymore?
longer called the Odyssey Beach Festival.
Oh,
correct.
so it's a local thing
It
again.
is back to being local, and
Yeah.
it
I like
is
that.
Riptide Music Festival.
Hey,
and I'm
isn't
really
that-
excited.
wait.
December 2nd and 3rd.
Isn't calling it the Odyssey Beach Festival like using your name in the third person?
Kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Leroy doesn't like naps.
No, like I'm glad it's back to Riptide. Riptide OG.
Yeah,
I'm happy
it's
about
OG.
that.
so
That's-
much
that's
better
OG.
that way.
Remember when we did the were you around when we did the first Riptide and we did it at the little
Under the tent. Or like
No,
the
we
Twin
did-
Peaks.
No, we
Twin
did it from the
Peaks?
pool.
the
Yeah.
pool? We did it from
We
the
did
pool.
the launch.
And all the salespeople got hammered, and a lot of them were jumping in the water.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Okay, no, I
Yeah.
was a year after that.
Wow.
No,
And then we had some cursors on the air.
we had some sponsors. They were willy nilly with the language.
I say we do that again this year.
It's all in good fun. It's all in good
It's all
fun.
in good fun, but
I just
it
wanted.
was a nice setup
It was a nice.
by
setup.
the pool. It was really cool.
That's cool. I'm glad Riptide's back. Like Riptide, that honestly, like, look, this company does concerts well, and especially our team down here, and I can't wait. And I hope that the Struts are back because I love those guys.
They were actually here this past month or last month. actually.
Oh, I missed him.
Wait,
Yeah. I think it was earlier
he
this
got
month.
him. Wait, in true Tobin fashion, he got him the curse on there
Of course.
because we made him do the accent, and they got
angry.
well,
Oh no.
he said that's not how we bleep and talk.
There's no how we sound. I'm like, that's kind of how you sound.
Right.
And then I went, hush, 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 hush.
No!
By the way, Marcos.
Yeah.
That doesn't go well in reading it.
It does.
Right? Like,
I heard it. I don't know about you, but I heard it.
Oh, man. So let's get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
What color truck did
Cross
you
country.
bring?
He's brought
we
that-
know trucks. Yeah.
Oh, baby. Hey,
Truck made it through TSA.
let's give
Can you imagine?
this happened yesterday afternoon, but let's give a shout out. We need to give a shout out to the Sandman yesterday.
Yep.
Oh.
Sandman doing what aces do. He looked
Nice.
vintage Sandy Alcantara yesterday. 7-1 win by the Fish, but Sandy, complete game.
Yeah.
7 strikeouts. I think he did 94 pitches.
Goosies.
The most
97
incredible
pitches.
thing about Sandy is that guy has thrown more complete games while not getting to 100 pitches. It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable what he's able to do. It's really, really impressive. So shout out to Sandy. Really, really great performance by him yesterday. Dolphins getting back on the practice field. Can we hear a little from McCoachin, Marcos? Yesterday, Mike McDaniel, he got deep, Leroy.
Yeah,
He got deep.
Socrates.
He's a philosophical guy, and he was talking about the 5-game losing streak and what that meant for the team. And here's what Mike McDaniel had to say about that.
You find out that although losing 5 games in a row is pretty miserable, there's nowhere to hide in that process. And I think this year's team, the players that were a part of that, I think we're closer because of it. You have to go through things to have the type of bond that is necessary to do great things in the National Football League, with the parity and just with all the pressure and on everyone. So that my favorite part really of last year was going through that with them, because there's a lot of scars that people have from their past. You're trying to, it's a heck of a responsibility that I take super serious, and you gain belief in each other when you see what it looks like when everything's not going your way.
Wow.
What we're talking about?
No, he's actually right. No, he's right.
I
He is right. No, you guys are disrespecting that. That's reflective.
I'm not disrespecting. Here's what I will say that you should take from that is that at no point in time did he talk about the circumstances in which they lost those games. He merely just talked about going through difficult times and going through it as a team. And so from that standpoint, everybody's going to have bad breaks. You're going to have bad breaks, bad injuries during the course of the season. When you experience it, you know how to better handle it the next time.
Right.
And I think that's what he was basically saying. It just took him an extra 15 minutes to say it.
Well, no. He was right though. It builds scars, dude. And that's the deep thing about it. But he said that.
You ever
You knew
notice
he was
when
going to gravitate towards
when
that.
he listens to bits, he listens to conversations. He hears the part that most interests him,
It did interest
and
me.
the rest of it, he could not tell you.
No, that's not true. They grew closer. They got scars. They're like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
And here we go.
Scar tissue.
Here we go. Oh no, I thought you were talking about the one where they all went under the bridge and did heroin.
No.
Okay.
Is that
Why
the one
would
you
I
were talking
want-
about, Tobin?
Also, Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
No, but you could say that their season was ruined by Californication.
How? What? Because they lost it? Okay.
Yeah, because they lost in San Diego and San Francisco. Or LA.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
Oh, no, that's just cream. So, yeah, I do like one of the things that I like about the way Mike McDaniel does things is that, we've had coaches down in Miami, the Hurricanes, who explain seasons by saying the same thing happened to Alabama.
He's right.
And so I like the fact that whatever happens, they own it.
Yep.
And they deal with it and they try to be better the next time. And you can appreciate that. You can appreciate when the guy, it doesn't work out for him and they say, you know what? Been through that situation. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to be better the next time.
Right. Now, don't do it again. I mean, don't do it again.
Look, man.
Pressure's on. Like
It's not.
No, it's not. Because like I'll hear that cute scar thing for last year, and I love it. And what he said was deep. Don't do it again.
You can't. It's sports, man.
Like
you're looking at it like don't do it again.
Yeah.
I look at it from the standpoint of they have a group of guys who, when they get to a 2-game slide, they'll have a better understanding of how to get through it. Right? And that's the learning process.
Very strange season last year.
It was.
Very strange.
Very strange season to end up in the playoffs.
True.
Right? Would they lose 5, win 5?
They won 3, lost 3, I believe.
1-5, lost.
1-5, yeah.
1-5, lost 5, and then won the last one they got in.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
And then, of course, they had, in the first losing streak, they didn't have Tua. So that sucked. So, might have been a little bit easier if he was able to go. And then, I think the one that, was crazy was the Buffalo game. I mean, that was such a good game between the both of them on the road.
Right.
And then, you had the Green Bay game. Tua got hurt. We didn't know. It was Christmas. I claimed that he ruined Christmas. Feel bad about that. I didn't know that he was concussed. Nobody did. Except for one dude on Twitter.
But why do you have to have such a hot take without knowing facts?
How am I supposed to know that? I'm not a neurologist.
Because here, can I just say this? This for all sports. You see a guy perform a certain way.
He was
for
awesome
a certain period of time.
Marcos, you remember how good he was in that first half?
Hold on. You see a guy perform a certain way. And then you see something that you haven't seen in 2 months. Can you go, oh, he's just tanking it, or you say something's not right?
Well,
I'm one to tend to lean towards something's not right because I understand that guys play with injuries, that guys try to fight through things.
Right.
And so I always said he's got to be banged up a little bit because he's making throws he don't normally make. I didn't know he was concussed.
Well, that's the thing but that's the thing that's going to be tough about it. It's not only that, obviously we're all concerned for Tua's health and we want him to have a healthy season, but it's like if he has bad moments this year,
am I gonna
think was there some hit I didn't see? Because remember, it was one of those quick bang, hit his head on the back, but he kept playing.
Right.
Because that's the thing that's crazy.
Well, here's
there was, and this is wild about his year, is that yes, there was the scary thing that happened with the stretcher. Remember, he had the Bills game where he stumbled, comes back in, and balls out.
Right.
And then, you had the scary thing that happened on Thursday night. And then this one was like, oh, he's back, but we just thought that he was stinking up the joint. Right. But no, there was a hit in there. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have a keen eye on every hit that he takes. But it is a little bit of, I don't know. How am I to evaluate? Is he just bad here or is there something wrong?
I think a lot of times you can tell. Here's how I thought something was wrong. He wasn't throwing picks because of bad decisions. He was throwing picks because of bad location. And the one thing that Tua is accurate. So when you see his accuracy gone, you immediately think something's got to be wrong. And that's what I thought. I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, this doesn't look like Tua. Something's not right.
I love you too. I'm sorry I said you ruined Christmas.
No, you didn't.
Very
you're-
critical of him.
You're not
Because he
sorry.
loves Christmas.
Yeah, but didn't matter to you, huh? Ruined yours.
Nah.
He was fighting for his
Yeah.
life out there, and it wasn't enough for you to.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Christmas.
Wow,
When
Tua.
did you
Tua would never say that. He would never say that. That's the one thing, honestly, to be honest with you, if he ever does do the Netflix show, and he did shoot that down yesterday, but let's just say Tua wins the Super Bowl this year and he's feeling himself, has a little swaggy, he does want to show his personal life off. I really want to know what it's like for a Tua Christmas. Like, what is it like when
somebody
he
turn on the heater?
I think something happened here. Yeah, dude. It got
Dude.
really hot. I don't know what happened.
I love
That
Christmas.
just means the food is getting closer.
No.
Yeah.
It's like,
It
God
got
turned on
hot
the
so
heater,
fast,
dude.
my nose is
is
stuffed.
Errol Spence cutting weight in here? Like, what's
Oh
going
my
on?
Dude, it went from freezing to smoldering. It's a heater up in here now.
That's that
But,
Coca-Cola
that's the-
machine.
That's the only thing that I would be interested. I want to see what is Tua like around the holidays.
Here's what I would say.
I love Christmas.
Sometimes in sports, you can't read into every little thing that happens. And I know people want to, but football's a long season. And we can't take every bad throw or every mistake or every stretch to mean something when it could just be simple as, it's a bad play. And we're gonna look at Tua a little differently because of the injuries and always assume that something's not right. But I would say this: that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing because he's been so damn good when he's healthy that if he should make a mistake and we go, something can't be right because that ain't Tua, that means you think a lot of Tua. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I know. I mean, he's gonna.
But when somebody ruins your feel good, you trash him.
It was Christmas though, dude. Like
You trash
the
him. So
holidays,
what?
We were feeling gleeful.
His favorite holiday, you said Tua ruined Christmas.
He
for you.
did ruin Christmas. I just didn't know
Because
that
they
he
didn't win.
Oh no, dude.
You think he ruined his Christmas too? Because he was concussed.
He did ruin his Christmas.
So how do you feel now?
I just apologized to him. I obviously feel
It's
terrible.
7 months later.
No, I
Tua
apologize.
don't care about your damn apology now.
I think he does. I think he appreciates it.
See,
the best.
no, right. You see how he apologizes?
I apologize
Right?
though.
He apologized to me one time. I was in the stall. He said, "Yeah, sorry about that thing the other day."
What?
Like, dude, yeah, like he just randomly does it
Drive by.
and go, "Hey, I apologize."
I
Two
did.
segments ago,
No.
he apologized for his Mbappe take. He started with sorry and then ended with he's an idiot, though.
Right? Yes, make it, dude.
What?
For one take,
Okay.
please make up your damn mind and stick with it,
I'm so
right?
glad you guys are all over
because
there.
we go through.
Here's my take.
We go through players,
Yeah.
all the time,
Mhm.
and you say never wanted him, and the guy ends up on the team, and he's all of a sudden your guy.
By the way, did you know what? I don't have time to get to this, but I have some more takes. I do because there's some stuff that's really upsetting me in the NBA world.
Who can I just give me a name?
Bradley Beal.
There's another guy. There's another guy.
And
Hold on, wait. There's more.
Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague.
Jeff Teague.
Is he still playing?
I don't even know. But he said something
Oh,
that is unforgivable.
on a podcast. Let me guess.
He actually is. He has a very good podcast. Until now. We're live here from Las Vegas, Radio Row for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, which is on Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday. Very excited. Goosey's galore. Press conference today. Weigh-in tomorrow. Oof. I love it.
I just need fights.
I love a fight week.
You know what I like about this? The old don't like staying up till 12 o'clock. Right? We got the pre-fights at 1.
Take a break. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Christmas.
Jesus. What is that?
Was what?
Food?
You ain't nothing but a dog.
Isn't the name of this song Vegas?
That is the theme. It's Hound Dog, but I played so
Elvis,
far
dude.
some Frank Sinatra, which I feel
But
Vegas-ish.
the name of the song is Vegas, right?
I think it's Vegas, open parentheses, Hound Dog, close parentheses. You know,
Okay,
when
because
that
they have
two
to
names.
call it Vegas because you can't do Hound Dog because
Yeah.
of Elvis.
Yep.
Well,
Right.
no, they did this for the Elvis movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like all the Elvis movie with that came out recently. Like they did a bunch of remixes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they did that for Barbie too. Barbie had a bunch of remixes.
Yep.
That's a new thing, man. New
That's
You
movie
saw
thing.
Barbie?
No, I haven't seen it because I'm an adult, Leroy.
Oh, speaking of adults,
Are you saying?
J-Fix saw Barbie.
Are you saying I'm an adult? I'm not an adult.
No, I'm just saying
It's
you're
up
a
for
child.
debate.
It was pretty good.
I heard it
Pretty
was
good.
good though. I heard it was good.
It was pretty good.
Stay quiet.
So Jeff Teague.
Let's get to this because, I don't know. Here's the problem. Here's what I get. I just get a message. Bum. Who? I'll tell you. And then I gotta wait, like everybody else. So he gave me a teaser, which I love when he teases me and I'm on the same damn show as him.
Right.
You started with Bradley Beal.
Yep.
And you just mad Bradley Beal's not with the Miami Heat.
I'm not mad that I didn't
No,
want him.
you didn't want him.
I didn't.
Of
want
course.
Him. No,
For
so
4 years we
so
faced
you're
Bradley
already
Beal.
so you're already wrong.
Okay. But then you bring up Jeff Teague, and I'm like, who?
Right.
Why are you worried about what Jeff Teague thinks?
He's going viral
Because Jeff Teague is doing a good podcast. He's cornered the market on this guy's way better than me and why this guy busted my ass in a game. Like that's been Jeff Teague's thing. Funny guy, but his jokes have gone too far. And that's because he was doing his top 5 shooting guards and he says, I got James Harden over Dwayne Wade. To which I would say to Jeff Teague, you can go to hell.
What?
So his opinion
You're dead to
is why he can go to hell.
That's right.
Okay.
It's a stupid opinion.
It's the wrong opinion. Actually.
It's a stupid opinion.
It's not
It's
even
a dumb
close.
opinion. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know what we're doing with that.
Yeah. I would rather have Paul
Uber Eats
Pierce.
is teasing me.
Oh.
I would rather have
Uber
Paul
Eats sent me a
Pierce
picture of
D-Wade
food.
comparisons.
It's really one of the like it is the it
Would
is-
you say DWade is right behind Jordan and
Kobe?
And Kobe?
Yeah.
Yes. Easily.
But here's what separates him from a lot of two guards.
Defense.
He wasn't just a scorer.
I know.
So
But you know what the thing
the basketball
This is the-
world acknowledges this fact.
But this is the thing that's pissed me off recently. This has become a thing. We heard this with Paul Pierce too, because he said I got James Harden over.
Now
Wade."
you're listening to Paul Pierce. Why you never care what this man thinks? So
no,
why do you care now?
I tell you why. Because this narrative about James Harden and Dwayne Wade
Oh.
has been around for a while. That's why I didn't want James Harden on the Heat more than anything. I don't want to help him win a ring because people already seem to. The dum-dums who didn't watch Dwayne Wade already think this, and so I can't have the Heat be a part of building up his legacy.
Can I make a small point here? The dum-dums who didn't recognize Dwayne Wade's greatness,
Yeah.
you're never gonna fix that. Right? You're never gonna be able to change that because first of all, it's recency bias. James Harden is actually still playing. Right?
Not well.
No, it doesn't.
And by the way, here's the thing that's funny about it. Here's the thing that's funny about it with James Harden, right? Let's be real about this, okay? So his point was, I got Harden over Wade, but I'm out of pocket. Nice. You're trying to wiggle out of it, Teague. D-Wade had Shaq, LeBron. James Harden's never really been himself. Harden's better than D-Wade, bro. So here's the thing that's funny about it. Let's go over because I love the fact that Dwayne Wade's great crime is that he's had good teammates, even though Shaq was not Shaq when they won the championship. Dwayne Wade had arguably the greatest finals of all time.
Yes.
Arguably. And people act like he was coattail riding with LeBron James. Crazy talk. And James Harden, let me just go over some of his teammates. Kevin Durant, twice. Chris Paul, Dwight Howard, when he wasn't a bum. Joel Embiid. So, I'm sorry, Leroy. Has James? I don't mean to touch you like that. Sorry, but is James Harden? Is James Harden out here? Is he playing with nobody? Is he like he's not Damian Lillard, who's never played with an All-Star, by the way. Damian Lillard's never played with an all-star.
CJ McCollum.
Never. No.
No, really?
Nope.
Wow.
Never
Okay.
played with an all-star. Damian Lillard. Okay.
Mhm.
James Harden has played with more Hall of Famers maybe than Dwayne Wade. Maybe. And the guy has 0 rings because he always chokes in the playoffs. Always. And Dwayne Wade, all he has been doing his entire basketball life is when the stakes get higher, he gets better. And people want to say, dribble, flop. Dribble, flop. That's better than Dwayne Wade. Are you kidding me? Because he has a beard?
Here. I don't understand why you get so worked up about another person's opinion.
Because now it's an NBA. You have a couple of NBA guys out here now who are like, Dwayne Wade had everything broke Dwayne Wade's way in his career.
Hey,
everything went his way.
let me ask you a question. Who's a better running back, Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders? And I say this for this reason.
Barry Sanders.
Emmitt Smith had all the things in his career break his way.
Uh-huh.
He was extremely fortunate to play with the best offensive line
Here-
for most of his
okay,
career.
But
But I'm not
I
taking
hear
away
your,
anything
I hear
that
your
he
argument,
did.
but you're making it. But that would make it sound like James Harden has been playing for the Washington Generals.
No, I'm not
He
saying
hasn't been.
I'm not saying that at
Because
all.
Barry Sanders did. Barry Sanders played for the Lions.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It would be like I don't know who the other comparison would be, like somebody
Well,
who
you know, they went to the playoffs a lot early in his career.
did they?
Yeah.
We'll never
With
know.
Wayne Fonts.
Who?
Wayne Fonts.
Wow.
I'm just saying he wasn't always bad. But
Oh, who
but I
cares?
get what you're saying. Here, I get what you're saying from this standpoint. A lot of times when we try to make points, we ignore certain aspects of our argument. And one of the things, it's so easy to say Dwayne Wade played with all these Hall of Famers because they won.
Yeah.
And not give that as a mark against James Harden because he's played with just as many stars.
Yeah.
But he's only trying to make the point that James Harden's better. He's not actually trying to compare the two guys. So if he wanted to have a realistic conversation, he would probably have a list of who did these guys play with. Right? I would say of all the guys that DWade played with, he never played with a guy that was as great a scorer as KD.
I just think the Peter Pan.
What about Kyrie? He played with Kyrie and KD at the same damn time.
I know.
And he was
he blew it.
right.
And he's like, nah, I don't like it.
So
I don't like it. Let me go play with Embiid.
I get on you about this. And here's one of the situations where now it's coming back at you. Don't let all the facts get in the way of your point. Right? He could still make that point.
Stupid point.
He could still make that point. But you can't exclude all of the facts because you're scared if you put all the facts of the situation out there, you might have a different opinion. So that's where he is right now. And I don't get mad at people for doing it. Hell, I do a show with you.
What do you mean?
Just what I said.
I don't understand the point.
You sometimes avoid certain facts of a situation.
Sometimes the facts change. These facts won't change, though. They won't change. James Harden is a fact.
We just had it with Mbappe.
Nah, that's different. James Harden's never gonna win. He's never gonna win an NBA championship.
You know what? Here's what I would say as to why James Harden won't win a championship. It's not because he's not good enough, but he thinks the circumstances around him need to be great for him to win a championship.
Oh, yeah.
He acts that way. Whereas DWade believed that he was the catalyst.
Well, let's
behind
listen for James Harden. Let's add a couple more to the list because let's go try with Kawhi and Paul George and let's see if that works. It won't, but let's try.
You know why? Here's the problem.
Go ahead, Jeff Teague. Go see
Here's
if it
the
works.
problem. Why is Harden going to teams that have players that miss a majority of the season? So every stop that he's had, he's ended up on the floor by himself, which is amazing because somebody who's supposed to be fat and out of shape, that dude plays a lot of basketball games.
Nah, his hammy's been blown out lately, dude.
Right, but still, right? You understand what I'm saying?
The stripper hammies have caught up to him.
So he went to Brooklyn. Right, I want to play with Kyrie and KD. He ends up on the floor by
I
himself.
just think that I understand the guy. He is a very talented player. All right. I know people respect his game. Fine. But ultimately,
you're looking at the success and not the game. I think some people may look at the game.
But the success is directly correlated with his failures.
Yes.
He's got some of the biggest stinkers in the most important games where DWade has greatness in the biggest games. And I'm just like, what are we doing?
That's part of it. That's what would separate here. You ready? What separates Aaron Rodgers from Tom Brady?
Right. Yes.
Right. What separated Tom Brady from Peyton Manning? Right. There's a lot of that. I mean, you could go farther back. That sometimes your career gives you an opportunity to get out of that. That was John Elway. John Elway couldn't win the big one. Finally won his last two.
Well, we'll see who wins the big one coming up on Saturday night. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
Man, they look serious.
I know. That's a good poster.
Come on. You don't think Errol Spence kind of looks like Chadwick Boseman?
Very. We got to go to break. Listen.
Why? Wait a minute.
What?
Wait. Why do we only do this when we talk about black people?
I don't talk about
feel
this
awkward?
with anybody.
Why? You
Because
can't say somebody looks like somebody.
I don't say that with intangibles. I don't do that.
Really? You feel more comfortable doing it with intangibles?
I don't do that with intangibles.
I don't know. I feel like that's disrespect. Chadwick Boseman is way more handsome than this.
Then do you see the picture?
I don't feel like I see it. To be honest with you, I don't feel like I see it.
I don't see it, dude. I don't see it.
Okay.
We
I don't
can't
know.
see anything, Leroy.
Let's stop, Leroy. We don't all just look alike, Leroy.
That's
just
the picture he's good.
At most,
It's a nice
the hair.
picture.
At most, the hair.
I've just said he kind of looks like him. I didn't say they were spitting images, but don't you see what I'm saying?
Gotta go to break. Bye.
Oh my God.
Dolphins
everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We are here live from Radio Row in Las Vegas. We are here for Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. This is, man, this one I've been waiting for a long time, Marcos. I got the goosies. I can't wait for this. Oh, you've seen if any food was coming? You're perusing? Kicking the tires, perusing.
A couple of big wigs down there. The guy in the suit. You know, the guy in the suit at the boxing thing. He's always big timer.
Oh, of course. Listen, if you see a guy with a sports coat at a boxing Radio Row, he's probably making deals, you know? Them's the rules, Marcos. I don't make them.
You got to abide by all the rules, Leroy.
I am, dude. I am. What are you talking about? It's easy to abide by the rules when there's only 4 people here.
Yeah, it's also easy to watch you break it.
We're the only show going right now.
And not one of them is named McMuffin.
It's kind of cool. It's like we're
right now.
We are
right now. If Ronald McDonald walked through here, I hug him.
Yeah, or would you even have a grimace shake?
Ooh.
No.
You got your limits.
No. I got standards.
I wonder how much Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are just looking forward to being able to eat whatever they want after all this.
I think they all do, man. Well, they already started, right?
Cutting?
No, they're done cutting.
No, they'll cut. I mean, they'll be done cutting. They're probably cutting today and tomorrow. They got to be on weight tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that why the AC raised where you guys were at? Did you ever figure that out?
It might have. I think Errol Spence was using this place as a sauna, but it's back to normal.
It's back to normal. But by the way, if you walk over there, they have a thing like this big. It is blowing the coldest air that I've ever experienced in air conditioning.
Yes.
So, do you guys feel the heat outside yet, or is it
still...
Dude, it was like the sun wasn't even up, Marcos.
First of all, at 6 o'clock in the morning, it looked like the middle of the day, which is already terrifying. And then it was 90, 95 degrees.
What about
except for the people? Let's see.
Except for the people.
It says right now it's 97. The high for today is 111.
And it is 8 o'clock and it's 97?
Yes.
Yep.
Poor things.
But it's a dry heat. Somebody said to me, I said, you know what? It's dry in the oven. I never thought about putting my head in there.
Yeah, what is dry? It's all hot. I mean, it is.
It's just, you know what?
I know what that
feels like it's more accurate. That's all, because there's no humidity. So it'll be 97. Feels like 97.
Yeah, like I know what they mean, but you know.
And you know what's worse? Imagine being hot as hell and catch sweat. Because it's too dry.
I'll tell you one thing though, dude. This place, like, there's no way that this town doesn't have every team. Like, they need to get an MLB team. They need a basketball team. Has to. Like, it just
they do sports ridiculous. Like, just looking at the arenas and that Allegiant Stadium.
It's just so cool around here, you know? Like, you get to walk around. It's like there's so many bars. Everything's right there. Of course, you got the casinos. We're all gambling anyway, even though the NFL is giving indefinite suspensions to everybody. Grow up, Peter Pan.
That, you know why they're getting suspended there?
Why?
Because you can't gamble or use your app at the facility.
Oh, is it just a facility?
Yes.
No, I think Calvin Ridley got suspended. He wasn't even on the team.
No,
he was injured
because he bet on football. That's also a no-no.
That's stupid.
That's always going to be a no-no.
They got Bernie in trouble.
I
hate that.
Hold on, dude. You'll be the first one talking about how bad it looks if players bet on football.
No, I don't care. What do I care? As long as they're not betting against their team, especially if we have apps, we have records of it, you know? I don't like it.
Again, 2 of the guys were suspended for betting on anything. Not football, just gambling.
No, but Ridley bet on the Falcons games.
Ridley bet on Falcons.
And he shouldn't have been suspended. It was stupid.
Why? Because what if you found out that Calvin Ridley bet on the Falcons to lose?
He didn't, though. Obviously, if he bet them to lose, that's different.
Okay, but there's no way of saying how did he bet.
Show us your ticket.
So you just don't bet.
Of course you can. Show us your ticket.
Show us your ticket, dude.
It's not like he's got Johnny Bookie. Yeah, what do you want to bet on there, Calvin?
Okay.
Lost a year of his career. A year, Leroy. A year. Get out of here.
Like an injury.
There's certain things in sports that you can't mess with. That's one of them. There's distinct rules. You can't bet on your own sport, right? And you can't use a gambling app at the facility. Now, El Dumbos did not realize that they can track it because you're using the Wi-Fi at the facility.
Why would you even snitch on that?
You don't have to snitch. It's record. You're using the.
Like why? Like if I'm Man Campbell and he goes, "Hey, two of our running backs," it turns out they were on.
They're not. No.
What?
They can record. They can track that stuff.
But who's tracking it? The NFL?
Yes.
Why? Who's it harming?
To try to keep people like you, because guess what, Marcos? Check me out.
All right.
Who would be the first person to say somebody's throwing the game? Let me help you out.
Tobin.
Right.
That's not fair.
Yep.
You wouldn't?
That's not fair.
You've already said officials on a number of
Fighters
occasions.
can go bet on themselves. I don't have a problem with Floyd Mayweather bets on himself to win.
Why wouldn't he?
Huh?
Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? Exactly.
Calvin Ridley did it. He
That's
bet
my
on
point.
himself.
That's my point, though. Like, obviously, if they have record that you did bet, they can find out what you bet. If you bet against your team, obviously that's like lifetime ban. But like, if you bet on the team, who cares? What if he had himself? Let me ask you this. What if Calvin Ridley had himself in fantasy football? What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference between having yourself in fantasy football and betting
on your team?
Yeah.
Big difference.
Tell me.
Huh?
Tell me.
Fantasy football is not betting on games.
It's betting on a season.
If you knew a player was betting on a game,
you could do daily fantasy.
If you knew a player was betting on a game,
yep,
it wouldn't influence how you bet.
No. If you told me today, if Tua woke up every Sunday and said, "Dolphins, what's good? Putting a couple stacks on the Fins today. Fins up.
What if
see
it's
you guys later."
But here's the thing. You have to have a way of controlling that, because who's to say somebody's not betting against their team?
They're not.
So you just don't have betting. So you don't have betting at all.
Nobody has come out and said, "I bet against my." Nobody's had.
Of course not. They're not going to admit to that.
Okay, but nobody has proof that they did either. They're just doing it simply for gambling.
They have proof that they gambled on their team or gambled on
for
football.
their team.
You're trying to make a distinction of what gambling is okay and what's not. And what the NFL's done is just put it out there. No gambling on football.
But that's stupid.
It's not.
It is, dude.
You can't have rules that cause more problems.
It's not a problem.
So you can say, wait.
Don't
so
bet
here's what Tobin wants to do. You guys can bet on football only if you bet on your team to win.
Yes.
And you're going to track that?
If they can track that they're betting, they obviously can track it. Because if you have Johnny Thumbs, the bookie, who's like doing it in the back alley, I guess that's sketchy. But that's a person we should probably rein in. But if people are just throwing a couple bones on the Hard Rock app, who cares?
Couple of bones.
See?
Couple of bones.
Dude, I think you have to. The league has to look like they're ahead of this.
But you don't have a problem. Okay, so let me get this straight. You don't have a problem with a fighter doing it, betting on themselves.
Because it's only him.
Because I feel like that's even worse.
If Floyd Mayweather bets $2 million on himself to win, right?
If you knew Floyd Mayweather bet,
Floyd Mayweather
bet,
I tell you what if you knew Floyd Mayweather bet against himself?
That'd be obviously bad because you're taking a dive.
But that's my point. Instead of like you want to have some kind of control over that. Boxing's different because there's too much money that you get for winning.
I feel like this is a silly argument you're making. It's like,
no,
if I drive a car, but if I'm from London and I drive in America on the wrong side of the road, but like I'm just breaking. I'm driving, but I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Like, yeah, obvious. Drive on the wrong side of the road, bad. Bet against yourself, bad. But what is the bad side of betting for yourself? I don't get it.
Because you're trying to make a distinction on the type of betting. The NFL's come out and just said, don't do it at all. We won't have to track it.
Lazy.
Okay. But guess what? To all those people out there who actually bet on football, you feel better knowing that nobody's betting on football. If you knew that players were allowed to bet, then you would look more into what they were betting, and that affects the integrity of the game.
Who we betting on Saturday?
Huh?
Who we betting on?
I don't think I'm touching it.
Whoa.
Because it's gonna be
You're in
close, right?
Vegas,
Who's
though.
favorite? Give me a money. Give me the line.
I'll look it up during the break. We're
Okay.
here. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford live on Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday. Goosey's galore, dude. We're back after this.
alone and forgotten in Manhattan. I'm going home to
Tobin and Leroy here in Las Vegas, live from Radio Row. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. It is live on Showtime pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. We'll be in the building for it today. You got the press conference going down. I don't expect shenanigans. It's been a very respectful build-up between these two guys.
I mean, there's not a whole bunch of trash you could talk. One guy survived a tragic accident.
That was crazy.
Right. Like the car was mangled up.
Yep.
And this is a fight that we've all been waiting for. They all respect each other's game.
But the thing is, like, I think both of these guys also just kind of laid back dudes. Like, they're not. Some people do revel in building themselves up or getting themselves up into a lather.
They call it the fight game, but it happens in all sports. Like some guys think they have to talk trash to get themselves going.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that way because I think anytime you play a contact sport, that takes care of itself. Just say that. Oh, look, watch this. Let me see if I can do it. Wait, I got to go this way.
What are you doing? Are you doing your face off?
No. Y'all just figured out what I was doing? Okay. You idiots.
No, it's not. I did. It's just that, no.
Let's get to some headlines here brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks in Vegas.
In Vegas, we know trucks, dude. I mean, I'm sure if you're in Vegas, you know, it's I mean, your tires.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, right here.
Yep.
Nice and comfortable.
Yep.
But 20 steps outside that door, it's a fire pit.
Rough, man.
Yeah.
Can't walk the strip during the day. You're going to melt.
I just walked to the bathroom.
You can, you don't sweat.
Yeah, I just walked to the bathroom, and I needed a canteen on the way back. It was like
canteen.
Yeah, just of water. I had to rehydrate on the way back.
I'll tell you what, get chapstick.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Who drinks a canteen of water? Like
soldier.
Like you ain't in the army, dude.
Canteen, dude. Like
you ain't get.
No,
that's
appropriate for a desert.
like.
Dude, what you basically had when you had that blue water bottle, that's basically a canteen. Like it's just got better marketing. Now it's called a cool water bottle, like a thermos, a Yeti. That's all canteens.
That's
dude.
not a canteen.
That's a canteen. Dude.
That's not a canteen.
What do you think it is?
Pull up canteen on
I know what it's gonna look like. You're gonna have like a bulkier thing, but it's the same thing. It's the same. It's samesies.
Wait. How do you give a definition of something that says it's totally different and then yell samesies?
All right, look.
I kind of feel like I want a canteen now.
I put in canteen for water. Look, all Yetis and tumblers. That's what a canteen is these days.
Oh, wait. The Yeti has a top now, huh?
Oh, yeah. You ain't ready for the Yeti.
-1.
What?
-1.
So you're thinking of like if I go vintage canteen.
Yeah,
that's what you're thinking of.
I want one of those vintage.
I like those vintage ones.
Yeah, like the strap is circular.
Like when in the old westerns when they get stuck out in the desert and they have a little bit of water.
Or anytime you watched Looney Tunes back in the day and there was a desert episode and they ran out, there was just one drop.
One in the canteen.
Wait, that would pretty much explain your life. Looney Tunes. He goes, oh, when you're watching Looney Tunes. No. When was the last, Marcos?
Yep.
Honestly, when was the last time you saw Looney Tunes?
Well, other than that Nazi-riddled Looney Tunes I saw 2 weeks ago with my son, like I'd say when I watched Cartoon Network as a child, like
you're
right,
but he's
right. So he's using a Looney Tunes reference with nobody who watches Looney Tunes.
Everybody knows that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wile E. Coyote.
I watch it every now and then.
What?
You got
So wait. Let me get this straight, JF.
I love Looney
Jennifer.
Yes.
You complain about I don't have time to watch TV like that, and then you sit there saying I watch Looney Tunes.
Because if I'm eating dinner and it's already on TV, I might as well, right?
Why would it already be on TV?
Because
is your dad watching Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
He goes, you know what? This Roadrunner kills. Right?
He loves cartoons.
Let's get into some of this. So the cheetah yesterday, Leroy.
Yep.
Talking about some of his goals for the year. He threw out 2,000 yards. It's a crazy goal, but he was on pace for it last year. Maybe if Tua doesn't get hurt. But Tyreek Hill, this is what he had to say on his goal for the season being 2K. Old Tyreek Hill.
And I've been grinding this whole offseason, man. Obviously, I've been doing the camps all over the U.S., but I've had time to just, fine-tune my game. When I come out here to practice, to me, it's not all about running fast anymore because now it's all about getting open and just being in the right spots, for my guy Tua or whoever's in that quarterback at the moment. So as you've seen today, man, I was just out there coasting, trying to find ways to get open, trying to be like Travis Kelce-ish. You feel me? So, yeah, man, just learning the game a little bit more. I'm playing at my own pace and just trying to control the tempo for myself.
Hey.
Whoa.
Let me explain something.
I didn't like that.
If anybody else would have said, or whoever else is playing quarterback, you would have gave him a -1.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. Even though we hosted his gala, I don't like it.
-1.
Hey, I have found a way to get Tobin back. I make him feel uncomfortable in more crowd settings than anywhere, including the gala.
Oh,
he goes, "Hey, we're giving a trip to Africa."
You tried to Chadwick Boseman me there.
He said, "Wait." He said, "We're giving away a trip to Africa." He said, "How you feel about that, Leroy?" I said, "I don't want to go back."
It's a one way. One way.
The only people that were smiling were the black people.
It killed on the Tyreek Hill table. Joke slayed. Way better than the auctioneer.
Oh my goodness.
Here's a little bit more from Tyreek. Says, you remember there was some talk. He said in the offseason, he was like, I think I'm going to do this contract and then call it a day. But now he's gone back on that. He says he feels like he can play for a long time.
Man, you know what, man? I mean, I can continue to play this game, for forever. I feel like, man, I'm feeling great. Obviously I'm still fast, but man, my dad, man, he had a chance to talk with me, the past 2 years. He can say, man, like he told me, he was like, man, you can make all the money in the world, man, but what is it for if you're not able to spend it? Like you don't want to spend your whole life working. You want to be able to enjoy your life, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been traveling the world. I was able to go to 3 countries this off season, so I really enjoyed that, man. So I don't know, man. If I keep traveling the country like I'm doing, who knows, man? Like I'm enjoying my life, having fun. So
there you go, Cheetah. Future ahead. What?
Spit it out, Marcos.
Omar Kelly at 12:10 p.m. Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey seemingly hurt his left knee in practice during team drills and was carted off the field.
Oh
no! All right, relax. Give it some. You don't know what it is.
Is a cart ever good?
No, cart is never good.
What is that? Go down.
Dude, we're looking at news right now.
What is that?
I don't know.
I love how you can see Leroy on
It's like
both.
some type of chicken. It looks like some type of chicken.
This is
So as I'm gonna sign off like this.
Dolphins practice over. Jalen Ramsey, according to Adam Beasley, currently being carted off. Issue with left leg or knee. Awesome.
Will they bring it out like just for precautionary, like
certain guys, if they get a little boo-boo, they get the
he won't practice until
they get the Paul Pierce.
Yeah, he won't practice again.
He's getting that to Armstead from now on.
Get your reps in, Cam Smith.
Yeah.
Cam Smith, Cater Kahu. You guys will be out there a lot. Barry Jackson says
they're gonna have to dust off Noah Igbenogany.
He's still there. He did win a game.
Huh?
He did win a game.
The only game he played.
Did win a game.
Barry Jackson says Jalen Ramsey appeared to injure his knee late in practice. He was examined for 10 minutes, got up with a limp, and got into a cart.
Got up with a limp and got into a cart. He'd be all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Tweet this. Leroy Horde says he will be
Here. No. Let me explain to you what I mean. There's a big difference in being put on a cart or getting up and getting on the cart. Right? If they had any more questions while checking the knee on the ground, they would have put him in the cart. He didn't have an air cast. Doesn't mean that nothing can be wrong. I'm just saying that two things you want to see. He got up under his own power, right? He got on the cart by himself. And it's the second day of camp. So maybe being precautioned because he's a vet. We'll see.
I'm sure they're definitely going to be overcautious. Just, you don't want to, it's Jalen Ramsey. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already dealing with, first of all, they've been snake bit at this position for a couple of years now. We're already dealing
We've had every year since X has been here, either X or his running mate, who they've spent a boatload of money on each time, has been out for a substantial amount of time. And X and who's the other corner?
Byron Jones.
Byron Jones were out for a period of time 1 year. So, yeah.
He did not put weight on his left knee.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah.
So, see, you just said he got up and got in the cart.
Well, I got multiple people. I mean, he could have still got into the cart. He just didn't put weight on his knee.
Then there's a difference in getting in the cart and not putting any weight on it. If you didn't put any weight on it, now I got a different conversation to have.
I don't know. I'm flying by the seat of the tweets.
If he didn't put any weight on it, there's a couple of other things that have opened up, right? Like we don't know what it is. If you're walking right away, like there's that's a different thing too. So I guess we got to see now.
You're making me nervous now, dude.
I'm not making you nervous. It is what it is, dude.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Not great. You're just tuning in. Jalen Ramsey carted off at practice today. Got hurt late, apparently. Trainers were attending to his left knee. Hobbled to the cart. We'll see what's going to happen from there.
Oh, no.
Not great, Bob.
Not great, Bob.
Hey, Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. Golen has let us know. Sounding good out there. Thank you, Golen. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a good day out there at the Miami office as they huddled up today. Jay picked all his Riptides back. That was very exciting news. Very exciting.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to find out the lineup.
Can we do an intro this year, Jay Fig? I want to do a band intro this year. Since
Right,
we're back
I've
local,
been wanting to do that
Since we're back local, we don't have
bad.
these. No disrespect, I mean, but the Odyssey folk who are the national folk, like they come on in, they act like they own the joint. Let us do an intro. Let Tobin and Leroy go out there. We'll crowd surf, whatever we got to do. I mean,
I think we can hype up a crowd.
Dude. No crowd surf?
You can probably get someone to be like,
We definitely could. I bet you we would get a chance. All right, so we're here for Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
Yep.
Betting lines. Very close. Close fight.
Yeah.
Errol Spence currently, according to BetMGM, plus 135. He's the dog. Slight dog, Leroy. Terrence Crawford minus
It's pretty
160.
even. This is pretty even.
Spence by decision, plus 260. Spence by KO. It's 11-2 right now. A draw's 14-1. Crawford by KO, plus 225. And then Crawford by decision, plus 175.
Come on, throw some money down, boys.
I got to. We got
Hey,
a
let
little
me tell you something. The last time I was here, made a killing.
He did.
A killing. I picked the exact round, how it was going to end, and who was going to win. Ching. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at all these numbers, and I can't, like, nothing looks good. Like, it's so close that if I would have bet any of it, I would just take a flyer, right?
Yeah, I think the flyer, I guess, would be Crawford by KO.
Right.
You know, like I think that's probably where I would go if I want, because I feel like decision could be tough for him. You know, because Spence can keep him at a distance, but Crawford's got no weaknesses. That's what makes this thing so fascinating, man. You know, normally I come into a week, I'm like,
Crawford is the tactician, but Spence is like just a monster.
Yeah, he's big. He's big. He's a brute. I don't know how many guys he's got in there, and you see their faces all blown up from what he's done to their eyes.
That guy's opening up some kind of sandwich or something.
Now you're scouting other people's food.
Yeah.
In Leroy's defense, it's 12 o'clock according to his stomach.
That's true.
12:30.
That is true.
All right, I'm sorry. 12:30.
That is true.
12:26.
It was,
and I didn't even we got in so late. Everything was closed except the fat pizza place, right?
And a daiquiri bar.
So I just went to the little, the bookstore or whatever, and got 2 Cliff bars, and I ate one before I went to bed and ate one this morning.
Also, I feel like if I give it let's just say, I think Terrence Crawford's going to kill Errol Spence, and then Errol Spence comes in here, Leroy's going to throw me under the bus, just like he's planning to do with Heat Media Day.
No, dude, you're elusive.
I'm not elusive.
That he's never been held accountable. Kyle Lowry, he threw a monkey wrench in my plans. He threw an interesting topic out, and me and Kyle just start talking about that.
Don't forget when he lied to you and said that he wasn't interviewing him.
I genuinely no. That was a genuine mistake.
Lied to him.
Look,
I was there.
Mistake. I was there. I saw it all go down. Tobin was fine.
Thank you, Jay Fig.
It was fine. He didn't know. He was actually just waiting.
If you guys are just tuning in, breaking news from Dolphins camp. Not great. Jalen Ramsey was carted off.
Yep.
He injured his left knee. He was apparently examined by trainers, hobbled over to the cart, got wheeled off. Not great. So the Dolphins' new star cornerback, obviously everybody was very excited about what this is going to bring to the table. But now we got to hope that he's going to be okay. I am seeing somebody in our chat saying Kader Kohu says that he's going to be fine. So let's see.
But All teammates say that.
Cater Co.
He'll be fine.
Perk tweeted out. Cater Co. on Jalen Ramsey. He's going to be good.
You know what else? You know what else they all say?
What's that?
Hey, and I wanna punch a coach in the face.
Whoa.
He's a quick healer.
Hmm.
When they say the old quick healer.
That was
Like, really?
Adam Gase said that about Ryan Tannehill, and then like he went out and hurt his knee again. I was like, great call,
Oh, look.
Gase.
Oh man.
What?
Hope that was delicious, buddy.
You're now looking at like
Okay.
the other meals people are having and wondering how good they were.
Yeah.
Leroy right now is kind of like, you know how a dog sees food? He just stands there just waiting for you to feed him.
Only thing that's missing is the drool.
I'm sure
Dave
that's
South
soon to
says that
happen.
conference championship talk has some mush sprinkled into it. That's not fair. That's not fair. You can't have expectations.
Hey,
I don't like. So you think I'm like Jinx Bay? Like
we got Salt Bay and Jinx Bay. Yeah, you know what? That's your new nickname, Jinx Bay.
I don't like that, dude.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
I don't like it.
Then don't be a mush.
I'm not being a mush, dude. Because I have high expectations of the Dolphins. That makes me a
No,
mush.
no. Here's what I hate about fans, right? Is that your expectations are sometimes unreasonable. You will say, hey, we haven't won a playoff game in 23 years.
Yep.
And then the very next sentence, I expect them to go to the AFC Championship game. Like, is that reasonable?
I mean, they got.
That's why it has mush written around.
It's
Listen,
not mush though.
Here's what I want for the Dolphins. At the end of the year, okay, when playoff time starts, I want you to feel that your team has a chance, right? That's what they've done all year, how they've all put it together, how they're playing, how their health is, right? Because the AFC is a juggernaut. And you could have a bad 5 minutes of football when January comes and in your season, and I wouldn't look at that season as a failure because of that. You got to let it play out. There's circumstances that determine whether the season is a success or failure, right? Was last year a failure?
No.
Why not?
They made the playoffs.
Okay.
But that's baby step.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if just
But
the playoff
look at
win is enough.
look at where the competition went from last year. See, we all talk about our team like nobody else is doing any improving.
I get you.
And I want to say, let's just name the teams who all think they're contenders. Realistically,
Jets, Bills,
the Jets, the Bills,
Bengals,
the Bengals,
Ravens,
the Ravens, the Chiefs,
maybe
right?
the Browns.
The Browns, I'm gonna
Well, you said think they're contenders,
right?
Oh, they have Deshaun
Jacksonville.
also. I forgot.
Jacksonville, Chargers, right?
Justin Herbert.
But I'm just saying that like, and that's realistic. That's not, now there's going to be a couple teams that fall off quick.
Okay, but like, here's the problem though, dude.
What's up? Wait, before you say this, before anybody call me a hater, I do think the Dolphins are going to win the division.
Okay, great.
Okay.
My problem with it is like we could sit here and we could talk about it's stacked. Yeah, so is the Eastern Conference for the Heat this year. You know what they did? They went to the finals.
It's a different sport.
But the bar has been set in this town, dude. We have been on a high.
It hasn't been set in football. You haven't set the bar in 20 years, and that's win a playoff game. That's been 20 years, 23 years.
For it, dude.
But I'm just saying.
Look, I'll allow it if you beat the Chiefs. If you beat the Chiefs and you lose, okay.
But here's the problem though.
Yep.
You don't think your expectations are unreasonable and they could have a very successful season and not get to your expectations and you consider it a failure?
If Jalen Ramsey's done for if we find out Jalen Ramsey's done for the year, yeah, that's obviously
Taylor Cooley said he's not.
Yeah, but then I was reading from Javon Holland because he's Cater Co. He doesn't have that much experience, he's not a doctor.
Yeah.
Cam Wolf of NFL Network says Dolphins safety Javon Holland said they are worried about Jalen Ramsey. Don't know any details and don't want to speculate. Holland said that he dapped Ramsey up and they talked for a bit, waiting to find out.
Damn it. How could you take me?
That sounds like a politically correct answer.
Exactly, dude.
Oh,
right.
No. I was happy
Why
2
would you-
seconds ago.
I know.
Now I'm scared again.
I'm not going.
How about this? how about we don't comment on results till we know the results?
I understand.
Okay.
This stuff is moving fast.
Again, if you can be swayed, one, by what Katie Kohu said, and then swayed in the whole other direction when Javon Holland said something, how about we just wait until we get the facts and say, it's a bummer. Jalen Ramsey's banged up. Let's just wait and see before we speculate like you've done twice already.
You must I do wonder.
I'm a realist.
I wonder when the day and age comes when you just have like a chair on a dock and you're just like, just life is waiting. You're just waiting for life because like we gotta react to some things now, baby.
But you don't know what you're reacting to.
We gotta react to. If practice happens, we gotta react to.
But
if Jalen Ramsey is hurt,
let me ask you a question. What are you reacting to?
Worried, nervous.
That's reacting to nothing.
It's not.
But you don't know what's wrong.
I know that.
Why don't you wait until you know what's wrong and then react?
I know that.
It's not a good thing when they get carted off the field, though.
Yeah, carts are never good.
That's never good.
You don't put the cart before the horse.
Okay.
Dude, quickly.
-1.
Why? Dude. I think I liked you better when you were snoring.
Dude, it was for 15 minutes.
Dude, it's going back up, JP. In another hour, we'll be back up to the 2 hours he was actually sleeping.
Ridiculous claims by you.
Dude, I'm telling you, every time he snored, I looked to make sure the engine was still attached to the plane. Like, that's how loud it was.
We'll take a quick break. We are live from Radio Row. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford.
Whoa! Intangibles!
That kid's playing for Barry this year.
No.
Yeah. He was doing this in the Pro League. I might have to go to some Bucks games.
All he could get was a scholarship to Barry?
He's like 5'7".
No, he's not. 5'7"?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, let me see.
No way he's 5'7". What is... See how he inflates stories?
What, you think
how tall is he?
Taller or shorter?
5'9".
5'9". It's not 5'7".
But it's not 5'10".
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are we doing?
See what I'm saying?
So many things it's not.
Like,
okay.
Dude, like,
good to see you guys are consistent on a different coast.
No, he's consistent with absolutely nothing, right? We've already we started the show. He changed his mind 3 times on Mbappe, right?
I still don't think Mbappe is done with this negotiation.
Okay. This is just a part of his ploy.
Yeah, I do. Let me ask you this.
Yep.
Question. Somebody just made a valid point.
Yep.
Even without Jalen Ramsey.
Yep.
Do your expectations change? Because here, a good secondary has more to do with the pass rush and the defensive scheme than
it's a big
the one cornerback.
It's a big if factor though. Because, here's why.
Okay,
because you can basically roam him. You could basically have him, cover a lot of ground with Vic Fangio, and then the guys who would have to replace him. Caterco, who's coming into his second year. Trill Williams is coming off of an injury. Nick Needham is coming off of an injury. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of guys who are like, I don't know what they're going to bring. Knowing Grenagany, like you have a lot of guys you don't know what they're going to. Cam Smith's a rookie.
Yeah.
So like,
I got you.
While there are bodies, I don't know what you can expect from them. Jalen Ramsey, you can expect.
Yes.
As
okay.
But
good as you just blew by a main point that I was making.
Yeah.
The D line and that pass rush scheme up front is going to do more for the secondary at this juncture than Jalen Ramsey. Because I don't care if you don't have a pass rush and you put Jalen Ramsey out there for 5 seconds, he can't guard for that long. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have Jalen Ramsey, if you have quality pass rush, you're going to be able to.
I understand what you're saying,
yeah.
But they had a lot of those same bodies were there last year, and it wasn't as effective.
The scheme.
That's what
Wait, don't make a big deal about Fangio.
You don't get to throw scheme back.
You made a big deal about Fangio.
You said I couldn't do that.
Right. It matters some.
You think if they were like, it would be worse to me. Like if you told me they lost like Jalen Phillips, yeah, I'd probably be more devastated about that. But no, Jalen Ramsey's up there. I mean, what is he? He's probably he's a top 5 player on the Dolphins right now.
Close.
Okay, close.
Okay.
I don't want to quibble, but like he's one of the most important.
Don't want to
Dolphins.
quibble.
No, I don't want to quibble over
Then
it.
why do you do half of the nonsense you do?
You're just hungry, dude.
You
You're just
incite
hungry
quibbling. You are a
I'm not a quibbling
quibbler
inciter.
inciter.
No, I'm not.
You
that.
are.
I'm not that.
You are.
Back after this.
Lil' mama, she keep looking at me. I'ma knock the bombers out like white night. Hit it with a left, hit it with a right.
I want to let it be known it is 12:43, and Leroy has officially checked out.
Yeah, he's not checked out. He just went down. He's hobnobbing. That's what he does. Leroy loves to hobnob.
He's checking out the area.
Exactly.
He's checking out the area, but there's he is he's just chatting it up right now.
See the girl sitting next to Martin?
Yes.
She's the boss.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Did she oh, so she liked the shirt.
Yeah. Because only somebody from Michigan would understand the shirt.
The Michigan presence is always strong, man. I always wonder
how many we got one Barry representative though. You see, you guys were talking about the 5'9" guy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You got one. That's cool.
Got one. I was stunned. I was like, because I saw Coach Estes yesterday retweeted the Miami Pro League because he had that dunk there. I was like, oh, all right, that's kind of cool.
You know what's amazing? Barry usually has a good golf team, huh?
Yeah.
With a lot of foreigners.
The Swedes love Barry.
Yeah. Yep. That's how and one of the more tragic things in South Florida sports. I'm amazed that the University of Miami doesn't have a men's golf team.
Why is that? Do you have any idea?
Huh?
Do you have any idea why?
Title IX.
Oh, okay. So
You have to have
both.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they have a women's golf team.
They have a women's golf team,
Yeah.
but they don't have a men's.
But you have to have the same amount of sports. I don't know how it works, but that's why.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be sport
I know
for
Barry has
sport.
both.
Right. But Barry, I know a whole bunch of, a lot of the golfers, they go, oh, he, the guy who won the, one of the amateurs, or I say one of the guys went to McNeese State in Louisiana, was English.
What?
Yes. They all come from Europe and come to these small schools
So this
for
guy's
golf.
This guy's like, right.
Right.
And then some guy's
That's-
talking like Ed Orgeron back to him.
That's what I was thinking.
That's hilarious.
How did that conversation
Hey,
go?
top of the morning to you there. Hey, Ed Orgeron. I feel like that's how it would go. Dude.
Say, excuse me? That's what you said. There's a lot of that in New Orleans. Excuse me?
Yeah, you got to get. Can I get a double take on that? I'm not really sure what's going on here, and what's happening. So yeah, I've been following a lot of football news today. We are in the midst. I don't know if you guys. So this was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys saw this. We mentioned this early in the show, but Jim Irsay came out with a tweet yesterday. Very strong statement from Jim Irsay,
Which is amazing that this guy's talking.
Yeah, Jim Irsay, Colts owner. He said NFL running back situation. We negotiated a CBA that took years of effort and hard work and compromise in good faith by both sides. To say now that a specific player category wants a negotiation after the fact is inappropriate. Some agents are selling in bad faith. I was like, what?
Really? Well, here's the deal. How can running backs not feel that way when the franchise tag has dropped? As much as money as football has generated, with as much money as everybody's contract has gone up, they're the only position in football whose franchise tag has dropped. Guess what else? Of all the positions in football, there is only one position that gets paid less than a running back. Would you like to guess what that is?
What?
Kicker. So, if you're a running back in NFL, with the importance that you play, the important role that you play on the team, why wouldn't you feel that way? I'm not mad at running backs for feeling that way, right? It is what it is. But for somebody to come out and say that is ridiculous when you don't have here. And I call this the old Tobin.
What?
You have hot takes and make comments without identifying all the facts of the situation.
Oh yeah, that's the
because whatever Jim Irsay has to say, if I put the stats behind why running backs feel that way, he sounds ridiculous. Because there is a valid point. When everything in the sport is making more money except one position?
Which just happens to be one of his best players who's up for a new deal next.
Right, exactly. So maybe he's trying to say, hey, Taylor, don't worry, buddy. The same thing's going to happen to you next year. That's basically what he's saying.
He basically is saying that. And his agent, Naoki Kawa, who's based down here, First Round Management, he commented on this yesterday. And his thought of it says, bad faith is not paying your top offensive player.
Right.
So, it's not going to. By the way, I just want to mention, you mentioned the kicker thing. Jason Sanders. He makes more than both the Dolphins running backs.
Right. There you go. Think about that. Think about that. At an NFL franchise is willing to pay a kicker more money than a running back. And I ask you this. You don't have to be a football guy. You don't have to be that knowledge. You don't have to be, a GM or anything like that. I ask you this simple question. Who's more important to the success of a football team, a kicker or a running back?
Are you asking me?
Sure.
I think running back.
Okay.
Unless you have like a
anybody? No.
Like a really good
Would anybody take a kicker before they selected a running back?
Maybe Justin Tucker.
Would anybody
He's good.
select a kicker in the draft before they selected a running back?
I think the Jaguars had the punter one time. They took
and where is he now?
Brian Anger. I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
They took him famously.
Didn't he go to he was with the Colts.
He might have been, but he famously was taking a few picks before Russell Wilson.
There you go.
Plays for the Cowboys.
And who did that?
Jaguars.
That's all you needed to say. Okay? So, while we're sitting here saying, oh, that's just the nature of the game. That's just where they are. They don't find any value in running backs. Really? But if I said to you, I'm going to line up all the kickers in the NFL.
Well,
and line up all the running backs in the NFL.
I think once you have, when you have a rookie kicker who comes in, but once you pay your kicker, when the Dolphins pay Jason Sanders, I just know that if I the first kick he misses this year, I'm going to be furious with him and call him a fat cat again, because the guy hasn't been the same since he got the bag.
Really?
Fat cat Sanders
has a ring to it. I just don't like to sit here and say all these things about running backs and to how the position has been devalued.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a point that when you look at success and failure of a football team, a lot of times they talk about the run game.
Right. For sure.
So you can't have it both ways. You can't devalue the running back and then say we didn't win because of the running game.
We'll take a quick break here on the show. Final hour from Vegas coming on up. We're back with more after this.
Got what you
Back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. We are in Las Vegas for Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford.
That was crazy.
What's up, buddy?
You know what we didn't have to do?
What didn't we have to do?
Go through the metal detector.
We did not. Well, I technically did. I got you in the VIP back entrance. I did have to go through a metal detector.
No, I went in through there, right there.
I know, but there was nobody here yet. I didn't go that same way.
Oh, where'd you go?
I went actually through the arena, like through the bowel and all that type of
so
stuff.
you had to go through the arena. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's only one guy though. I feel like I could take him if I had to be swift.
All right.
You know, it's not like that Miami International Airport security.
Yeah.
They
They like me.
They had me on lock yesterday.
They like me. They like me.
Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford is live on Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday. Card starts at 8 p.m. Eastern for all our Miami folk out there who want to buy the fight. And I can't imagine you're not going to get your money's worth with this one. It is one of the fights I've been looking forward to the most in boxing.
What, 5 years?
Nah, I would say it's been like 3.
Yeah,
I would say 3 of these guys have really talked about them getting their belts. You know, Terrence Crawford being established.
When did he get his accident?
A couple of years ago.
Right. So it's a couple of years before that, they really started talking. And then it got to the point where it was going to happen. Then he had the accident.
No, it was they really couldn't have. The big holdup for it was Terrence Crawford was with Top Rank, and that they had a big negotiation issue with it, and Terrence Crawford didn't have a good relationship with his promoter, and so that was a big problem.
Okay.
Like Terrence Crawford had a big problem, like you know, because they've done it before, like with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they've done a cross promotion, but Tyson Fury just had a better relationship with Bob Arum, and it just worked out better with Terrence Crawford. Him and Bob Arum like kind of butted heads, so there was a big that was a big issue with it. Then when he finally became a free agent, then he was able to made this easier. Okay. So boxing, but it's here. That's all that matters. Yep. It is here on Saturday, and I can't wait for it. As I want to get some headlines brought to you by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Supercenter. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford.
We know trucks. Am I frozen? Okay, there we go.
There you go. You familiar with Braxton Berrios?
Yes.
So I'm reading.
J-Fick, what are you doing?
Whoa.
What about his lady?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. No.
Oh, you sure?
Marcos, you on a diet?
Marcos has hit the hot tag. He's out. Dan Day's in. What's up, Dan Day?
Hey, how you guys doing? How is lovely Las Vegas, Sin City?
It's good, man.
We haven't enjoyed it yet because
so no fear and
we got
loathing
in
yet?
late and we had to get up to do a 7 o'clock show.
Yep.
Ooh, I got a divey nasty place for you to go. Give me a second, I'll find it.
All right, but
it's 100 degrees though.
Oh, is that your weather update from the DeMesman and Dover Law Firm? YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
I can tell you that it's 100 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, and it's hot as hell. And for all you people that say it's a dry heat, I want to punch you in the face. Hot is hot.
It's a dry heat. Here it's humidity. There's a lot of humidity.
No, but that just means the feels like. So it could be 95, but feel like 110.
Yeah, it feels like I just walked through.
Here it's just 110.
It's just swamp air right now in Florida. Just like it's just thick. It's misty. But anyway, Braxton Berrios.
What did he do?
Marcel Louis-Jacques from ESPN. He posts on his Twitter account. Reporter, what have you learned from Wes Welker, a guy who has a similar build as you? Braxton Berrios says, what do you mean by that?
Intangible.
You know what we mean, dude. You know what we mean.
Hey, wait. Now, here's wait. Here's the kicker.
Yep.
Who asked the question?
I don't know.
Because that would give it. That would give it.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
You got to find out who asked the question.
I don't know if Marcel is guising himself as reporter or let's see. Asked about how someone is someone.
Put it out there.
I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the other reporters. Y'all quick to rat on players.
I don't know.
Put the other reporter out there.
Well, there's a lot of reporters. See, here's the thing. It may be a reporter who's not. It could be a young reporter. It could be an intern. It could be somebody new. Because I
don't care.
There's a ton of people out there during camp.
Do you cut young players a break over old players?
Depends. Depends on what.
There you go.
But I don't. I'm just saying maybe the beat reporters don't know who the person is.
Braxton Berrios?
Who? No, don't know who asked him the question.
Okay. I was going to say, like, you're going to have a
I'll
hard
find
time.
out though. Listen, I got good ears.
Hey.
When I hear the press conference, I'll find out.
Hey, this guy, that's almost as bad as how long have you been a black quarterback?
I mean, look, Berrios knows what we mean by that.
But I enjoy that he's having fun with it.
I enjoy that he's having fun with it too.
Because that's what I would do to you, make you feel awkward as hell.
No, I would not with that question. I mean,
Huh?
But the Chadwick Boseman one, yes.
Why? I just said the man kind of looks like Chadwick.
I'm not seeing it.
It's not making him uncomfortable.
All right.
Oh man. Shmi the Schmolik says right now Tobin looks like he's working a Wendy's drive-thru with the headset.
I got to tell you, I wish he was, because I ordered me a double with cheese and bacon.
Little spicy chicken sandwich.
A baconator.
Love a spicy chicken
fries,
sandwich from Wendy's. Hell
and by the way, pay no attention to that giant plane that just flew over us.
Oh, that's a
I heard it.
plane. Okay.
Yes.
I heard it. It's there's definitely, listen, there's a lot of PR people here right now, and there's more media filing in here. It's kind of the scene. There's no boxing people here.
I would tell you this. This is one of the advantages of being friends with Tobin. Because we've been to big radio rows. This is not a big radio row.
No.
It's a handful of people. And for us to be able to be here,
really cool.
Right, is cool. So, and this is one of those fights. This is one of those fights you've been waiting for. Big time fight.
Yep.
Like been talking about it for a couple of years. Things that have ruined boxing. We finally get an opportunity to see something that is not going to make it worse.
For sure. And I just we've been talking about this. Like, they're both so good. I really don't know who is going to win.
I got the sheet right here, and let me
odds
tell
are
you,
super close.
I usually peruse the sheet and make a couple of friendly wagers.
Right.
Nothing, just a couple of reaches. You know what I mean? And I don't know what. Like, my thing is this: if I'm feeling this unsure, then bet on the wildest thing.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's why I think your best bet's probably Crawford by KO. I think.
Why not Spence by KO?
What are the odds on that?
125 to 1.
Aren't the odds better for Crawford?
Crawford to win 80 to 1.
No. By KO though. What are the KO odds?
No, this says Crawford by KO TKO plus 225. Spence by KO TKO 11 to 2. So, but if I go Spence to win the fight in the first round,
that's you
by KO.
Some crazy just haymaker.
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? If you're so
this
unsure,
no. I tell you why though.
Why?
This says feel out round written all over it.
Oh, the little tap.
Gotta have a feel out.
Oh,
round,
tap
dude.
tap.
Gotta have a feel out round.
The feel out round.
Yeah, it's got feel out round written all over it.
And then everybody's gonna start booing.
Nah. But like you only get like 2 feel out rounds.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna get antsy. You need some action. All right. I know the tensions are high. You got to figure each other out.
If they have 2 feel out rounds, are you gonna go get a churro?
No, I'm getting the churro beforehand.
Churro. I've never been in here.
And where? T-Mobile?
T-Mobile. No.
I only went here for
we went the fight
weigh-in.
we went with the churro was MGM.
Yes.
Right.
Pacquiao Thurman.
Yeah, so we never been in here.
Nope.
But I gotta tell you, everything's really close, but really far. That's the thing you need to understand about Vegas. You can see everything, but just imagine the ant walking across the street. That's what it feels like when you actually get out and walk to a different casino. Because the front doors, they might be right across the street. It's like 2 miles away. I'm excited because, like, is sports exciting because of the uncertainty? Or is sports exciting because you want to see the dominant guy be dominant?
It kind of goes to the thing. Like, I think that you go back to the last big pay-per-view was probably Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. And I really felt like Gervonta Davis was just a level above him and he was going to smoke him, which he did. I actually didn't think he was going to smoke him that bad.
Right.
But I thought that it was going to show itself.
I mean, you say that was the biggest fight. What about Fury and
That was the big, like, they said that they both made, like, I think they just said that Ryan Garcia made $30 million off of that fight.
Really?
Yeah, he made a lot. Like, they made a lot of dough. I think it did over 1 million buys, which is pretty hard these days. Like, you know, pay-per-view buys, it's not.
I
It's not
figured
easy
pay-per-view buys would have went up since nobody was in person.
What?
For the pandemic, that the
Oh.
pay-per-views would have went up because you couldn't actually have a gate.
No, you know what? Like, I think there was a weird thing with ratings where, like, a lot of people got sick of TV and a lot of people were, like, doing other stuff. Because remember how bad the ratings were for the NBA Finals back then?
Yeah.
They were really, really bad. So I don't think that's necessarily the case. But this will do really, really good business for sure. But I just think it's just a much more even matchup. There's not the social media aspect of these guys, you know, talking trash and really hating each other. Like Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia were really nasty to each other in the lead up to that fight.
Right.
This one is just like not.
Do you
that.
think that sells a fight though?
I think it does.
Or the quality
No, I think
of
it does.
the quality of the fight sells it.
No, I think definitely trash talk and shenanigans do help sell a fight.
I mean, because I just looked at the thing. It says the first episode of Showtime's All Access has $1.7 million views.
Let me see. I'll see what the All Access for Tank Davis.
And this and the episode 2 had 1.2 million.
Okay, well, episode 1 of Ryan Garcia, 3.8 million. See,
all right,
gonna do good. I don't know if it'll do that good on.
All right, I got you. All right. I mean, I just think so you think that the trash talk brought that fight?
Yes, for sure.
Because I would say, yeah, the trash talk make you want to see the All Access.
Yeah, but I'm much more intrigued by this fight because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right,
I think it's a better
Isn't
fight.
that what makes sports great?
Yeah,
the fact that you don't know.
Yeah, it's like when you have the number one defense, number one offense, like you just have like those two guys come together. It's like I don't know how to figure this out.
That lady said I was loud.
Yeah, but she likes you.
Who? The old lady?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody loves Leroy.
Oh, he's being loud.
But now she's
But is she
she's
saying
warmed up.
it
No,
in a
because
mean way?
everybody,
She's saying it in a mean way.
No, she said it kind of loud enough so that I would hear, but not say it to me. You know, the sneaky way.
Oh.
But then everybody else started
Chumming
coming
up.
up and saying hi, and then she came over and said hi.
Yeah.
So I'm do with that what you will, right?
You want to hear something interesting? You want? We have some breaking information here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like I have this recording of you snoring.
Do you have the recording of me?
Yes,
snoring?
I do.
I thought you said you didn't.
You said you didn't.
Come on. No, I don't have it. I'm just waiting.
It was only 15 minutes though.
But wait, Dan, when we started the show, it was
40
It was
minutes.
40, then it was
Then
30.
it went to 5. Then it went to 5. And it went to catnap. Now it's back up to 15.
Dan, he slept the entire time here.
No, I didn't. Because I had to wake up from the choo-choo train that was next to me.
He slept the entire. I took a cat nap, dude. In a 5-hour flight.
Let me tell you what happened.
I was asleep for like 10% of it.
Let me tell you what happened to your boy. First of all, he had pot roast with a red wine.
Oh.
After a drink, right? And once he got that pot roast in his belly and that red wine,
I had another Jack and Coke too. Actually,
another Jack and Coke. See, I missed the Jack and Coke. I was out.
I
had one drink.
Well, this was a great thing that she was tired of going up and down, so she just handed me a bottle of Coke, a can of Coke, and a Jack Daniels bottle. So I had a can left over, and I basically had a bonus Jack Daniels that's back in my hotel room. So
jeez,
ready to get this this party started for today. But anyway, Talia Tagovailoa, Tua's little brother.
Yep.
He was at what are the Terrapins? They're at ACC Media. They're
ACC.
I
Yeah.
can't keep up with where everybody is now.
I know because it's only going to be eventually it's only going to be 4 conferences.
Right. But anyway, he's at a meeting. He was at a meeting today speaking with Zach Krantz, and we have some information on Tua's jiu-jitsu. This is what little bro had to say on jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it was cool. He first told me he was taking jiu-jitsu. I didn't know what to think of it. I thought it was like more karate and stuff, but then he told me he had to. It's for his falling,
right,
concussion and stuff like that. And, I thought it was pretty cool too. You know, he would come home after his trainings and he would teach me, you know, some moves and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, first of all, here's the thing. Talia, you cannot fall for that because the first thing. Oh, you want me to teach you something? What is a big brother going to do to somebody when he learns jiu-jitsu to his little brother? Choke out, immediate. He's gonna turn him into tap machine. You know how that's gonna work. Absolutely. Don't let Tua do that to you.
Have you treading in the muddy waters. Gonna get you. No, look. First of all, how good is he?
His brother? I really don't know.
I know
think,
he threw. I think I saw a game where he threw for 1,000,000 yards.
I think he has like Maryland records, but it's Maryland, so I don't know what that means. But records are records.
Anybody know a great quarterback that went to Maryland?
Frank Wright.
No.
Oh, that's right. And he had the greatest comeback in Maryland history.
Frank Wright.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Schmieder says Maryland is in the Big Ten, you idiot. Well, I can't keep up. I don't know.
Oh, it is. My bad.
Whatever.
I am an idiot, and I was in the Big Ten, and Maryland was not a part of it. But neither was Penn State.
Oh, you guys play Maryland? You play them this year?
I don't know.
Jim Harbaugh sitting that one out?
No. This is the Powder Puffs, the first 4 games.
Take a quick break. We are here live from Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Radio Row, Showtime pay-per-view coming up this Saturday. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on 560 WQAM. We are live in Las Vegas.
I went over to, we got another Michigan person up in here.
Everywhere you go, dude.
And the dude over there was from Minnesota. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was chatting. See the guy with the glasses with the green shirt, sitting. Yeah. He was like, "Hey, Leroy." So he called me over.
There you go.
Had some words with him.
Had a boy.
Right.
Everywhere Leroy goes.
Yesterday was weird though. Like you don't normally have conversations like that. Usually it's I heard of you.
Everywhere you go, people you know. That's how it is, dude. If you guys are just tuning in, we are here in Las Vegas. Dolphins news today. Jalen Ramsey.
Any updates?
Hurt his knee. Not really.
And then there's no pressure, and then that's, you know what I mean? That's what I kind of be careful of. Getting banged up in camp is not being hurt, Yeah,
I'm with you. It's just like, hey.
You just don't want to hear it, right? We were off to a great start. Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's frustrating, obviously with Jalen, it was a big addition, and the addition with him with Xavier, it was just gonna be fun.
Right.
And Mike McDaniel was talking about this yesterday where he goes like, yeah, of course, how are you not excited for the matchups of those guys in camp together?
Mm-hmm.
And so for this to happen on day 2 is definitely a downer, but it's tough to speculate. We don't know. We don't know. And hopefully, everything's going to be okay with them.
Right.
But yeah. And especially, he was the big addition for the offseason. You also have the Jets are going to be peacocking today because they're going to get Dalvin Cook. Good luck. What?
Will you stop? Just because you didn't get Dalvin Cook?
Yeah, no, well,
it wasn't
whatever.
a good fit.
You know what? He chose for it not to be a good fit. That's fine. All right. I'm good with it.
It wasn't a good fit.
You're right. McDaniel never wanted him. And what Mike McDaniel doesn't want, I don't want. And
That's not true.
Nope, that's true.
That's not true.
What McCochin says, I will follow with.
Right,
So I am all there when it comes to that. I'm glad you talked me into that, dude. Thank you.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
Why aren't you with me on that, dude?
Oh, I thought that was
Whole thing's going on. Shows are rolling in, dude. Now people are here.
Yeah.
That's how it's going.
You know what? Instead of shows showing up, you know what I would like to show up?
Wait, you still haven't gotten food?
No.
I mean, have you not noticed, J Fig? That's all he has. He has his eyes down at the table. And by the time we get out of here, he can just go.
No, here's the deal. J Fig, I'm gonna give you the play-by-play.
Tell me.
They've heated up the hot plates.
Okay.
And that usually means
They're
food just
taking a
coming
long
soon.
time. What time is it over there?
It is 10.
27?
No, wait. No, it's 10:30.
It's 10:30. 10:30 our time.
And they said that lunch don't come out till 11:30.
And when was breakfast?
That's appropriate time.
We
for
ain't have
lunch,
none. We were here. We were the only people in here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so when was
we had to get let in?
You're gonna have to snack. We're gonna have to store some snacks for the morning.
And to top it off, JV, nothing in the hotel was open.
I think one of the things is we got to start when we plan remotes, whether it be Heat Media Day. I did bring snacks that one time, but you said they were bum ass snacks.
Yeah, but you
and Victor Oladipo agreed with me that I brought good snacks.
No, you folded them up. They were in the bottom of your bag for God knows how long, and you try to pass them off as a tasty treat to me.
They were a tasty treat.
I ain't buying it.
You didn't You can't just.
First of all,
is
there anything worse than hard granola bars?
It'll break off your teeth.
They're the
but
worst.
You talking about like Nature's Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you had.
No, that's not true. I brought.
No, you had children. Yeah, you had some Tommy
I
snacks.
had party-sized snacks like Doritos and potato chips. Things to get you over. What do you want me to bring?
Chips,
a
a
souffle?
bag of chips ain't never tied me over.
Well, you have your munchies over here, and it holds you off till 2:00.
Yeah, but no. Usually I order lunch and eat the munchies till the lunch gets there.
Well,
which, as Uber says, 35 to 40 minutes.
I'm just thinking about tomorrow. Like we gotta have something stored away.
Oh, you best believe I'm gonna be better prepared.
Yeah.
I'm coming here with some type of big breakfast. I'm gonna store it in the back. Oh, I'm ready. Because here tomorrow I got to fly right after the show, so
yes,
I can't be messing around.
I got you.
I might get up a little early, order some room service, and just walk the whole plate over here.
Crazy, pretty wild, man. I don't know, but it does feel like.
Now I will say this: anytime you wait for lunch in these environments, the lunch is usually pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
They could have got me though with the coffee tray. I'm still looking for that lady.
Barista.
It's so unfortunate. I wanted to see you rave about it.
The best coffee I ever had in my life, and I've never drank another cup since. Because everywhere else when I tried the coffee, it tastes like water.
It was all right. It was decent coffee today.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, it was
no,
decent.
I thought you were talking about back then. That coffee was excellent.
Schmeeth and Schmolik says, "How is Leroy a child and a Karen all wrapped up in one?"
Hey, man. Hey, same way you say go to hell to everybody, jackass. What are you? When I say Schmeeth and Schmolik, I don't say, oh, there's a warm ball of fuzzy love. What the hell's wrong with you? This guy.
Man.
Mr. Positive.
Definitely not Schmeeth and Schmolik.
Right. He's talking about I'm a Karen. All right.
Oh, man. We'll take a quick break, wrap things up from Radio Row here in Las Vegas. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford taking each other on in a little pay-per-view action, Showtime pay-per-view this Saturday. Back with more after this. No, it's because I'm used to it. Marco's just like usually just lets us like he doesn't. He's not a pro like Dan, where Dan's like, "You got it, all right, we're all set," and then we'll be on air. Like Marcos will be like, "Hey, get on the air, you bums."
Tobin was doing show.
I was.
I'm like, "Hey, man, we're not back."
Yeah. We are back. We are in Las Vegas. What are you looking forward to?
Jennifer, I'm surprised you didn't do this. Because Beyonce.
You gotta.
Yeah, there you go.
What kind of trouble are you looking to get into when you get out of here, dude?
So, first thing I'm gonna do is eat.
For real.
And then I'm gonna try to catch up with some rest I didn't get because I was sleeping next to a grizzly bear.
There is no sleep left for the
Come
weekend.
on, double down saloon.
Wait, Jennifer.
Leroy.
It's only 11 o'clock.
Okay.
It's 10:30 here.
You can't be burning sunlight.
I could eat and take a little nap. You know what I'm saying?
No,
bigs.
because then that nap turns into like 3 hours.
And then I think I'm gonna go down and then hit the tables for a minute.
Hi, gal.
Yep.
Check that
and
out.
then we got to figure out what we're gonna do for food.
And the aquarium?
We'll figure.
No.
No aquarium.
No.
It's too far.
I'm telling you. Here's the other problem, right? The aquarium guy thinks that me and Tobin are a couple.
That was I don't think the same.
I'm pretty
guy's
sure if you
probably
walk in
running
right
the
now,
aquarium.
they'll know.
Why? What are you talking about? The same guys that are doing the food dap me up and say, "Oh, I remember you from last time."
I don't know, Leroy. Something tells me that the person running the photo booth at the aquarium doesn't have the same job 7 years later. I don't know. It's just me.
Be surprised.
I would be surprised. I honestly don't even remember, but I do know that was all. Although the Good Burger joint was over there. That was what the hell was that place called?
No, we didn't like. Oh, that was on the way in between the MGM and
Mandalay.
MGM and Excalibur.
No. It's it was on the way to Mandalay Bay.
Yep,
That
the
place
only
is good.
place in the world you can get 2 drinks, 2 burgers, and fries, and it costs you $100.
Why don't you guys go see Adele or something?
Adele?
She's mailed it in. What do I want to see her for?
Oh, you know who's coming out here though?
Who?
Doja Cat.
Really?
Yeah.
Love me some.
I hear
Doja Cat.
Usher's also there, right?
Huh?
Usher?
Usher's here.
Oh, my lady Miranda Lambert's here too.
Hey,
Oh,
Shay.
She got a residency.
Gunpowder and lead?
Nah, it's all right. If I go and I don't bring Mrs. Tobin, that's gonna be trouble for me.
So when we come back, oh no, is she doing a residency here, or is she just?
I think she is, but I don't know when it's over.
Okay.
John Ramos, I appreciate him on Twitter. He says, "See, Leroy, people are saying Harden is better. It's not Tobin just making stuff up."
What is he?
So stat.
Oh, he put stats.
Stat Muse.
Let me see.
Today, off of Jeff Teague's comments, they put a Wade Harden comparison, and go over their career statistics. And yeah, it's a stupid thing that everybody is going to do with James Harden, and it's dumb because one guy will show up when it matters, and the other guy won't.
Here's how I can put it this way, right? If I took a fan of all 30 NBA teams,
yep,
and I said, you can start a team with one of these 2 guys,
yep,
I would say a majority of them take D-Wade.
I agree.
Okay, like it's not, and guess what? As Paul Pierce tried to explain, but he's a doofus, is that you can be a better player and not be the best scorer. It didn't fit for him. In this case, it doesn't apply to James Harden because James Harden is a phenomenal scorer.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yep. And a turnstile.
DWade Wade is a great basketball player.
Yep. And a winner.
And stop with that.
Why? But I don't understand why can't we say that? Like why doesn't
Because it's hard to call one person a winner in a team sport.
It is in basketball.
All right. Look, I've given you everything else. I don't think you play at that level and you're not a winner.
Okay, dude.
You can't get there by being a loser. Hey, who did you pick for the 3rd pick in the draft? A loser. Like, no. Is it Some guys have. Was Charles Barkley a loser? He's a Hall of Famer.
He is a Hall of Famer. Nobody's saying James Harden's not a Hall of Famer, but would you ever say Charles Barkley's better than Michael Jordan?
No.
Okay, because here's the thing that always.
First of all, they play different positions.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes down to the elite of the elite, and then the elite of the elite, right? So we're talking about NBA players, then we're talking about.
Wait. Did you just throw 4 elites at me?
So you got the elite of the elite, which is just pro basketball players. Then we're talking about the elite of the elite, which are the best pro basketball players.
Right.
Then the elite of the elite of the elite, which are the Hall of Famers. Right.
But here's the thing.
You gotta.
Let me ask you a question. James Harden's going to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
By saying the elite of the elite of the elite, it doesn't even make any sense for this reason.
Why?
Because all of your basketball counts as far as going to the Hall of Fame. What I would say is this, right? The way you separate the two guys is if you ask a majority of basketball players and ask them, would you start a team with Dwayne Wade or James Harden?
No, I know, but
most of them would say Dwayne Wade.
But what I would say is when we're doing these comparisons and we're like, oh man, these guys are, it's really close. And people,
the numbers are really close.
Okay, yeah, but then when you're going to say winning doesn't matter when you have two guys who play the same position and one guy has shown up and had success and been the reason for that success,
all right,
and the other guy who had the responsibility was a big reason for them not winning because he choked. How does that not play into it? How does it not matter? I'm confused by that.
Let me ask you a question. Here's how you determine who was better.
Okay.
Right? And there's no way to quantify this, but I have a problem with the team thing, putting it on one guy, even though I know exactly what you're saying. So I'm not challenging what you're saying. If I took Dwayne Wade and gave him James Harden's career, and I gave James Harden D-Wade's career, meaning that their paths were the totally opposite, would Dwayne Wade still have more championships than?
So you're saying
I think a lot of it has to do with circumstances.
Okay, I just want to paint the scenario. So you're saying
if I took and put Dwayne Wade in OKC, Dwayne Wade in Philly, Dwayne Wade in Brooklyn.
Okay, so let's just say Dwayne Wade goes to OKC. They again say
they play with KD.
Okay, which James Harden did.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You put the same circumstances.
Okay. And so you're saying would D-Wade still have the 3 championships and would James Harden have 0 if he was on the Heat?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're not giving the organization any credit for.
I'm just giving D-Wade credit. I mean, D-Wade deserves.
All right,
you don't think in the slice of pie of Heat success that D-Wade doesn't deserve the most out of anybody?
Of course.
Okay.
But I'm saying here's the other thing I'm saying is that who's to say James Harden wouldn't be playing a different style of basketball if he was with the Heat?
Maybe.
Right. So I don't know.
When you say style of basketball, you mean defense?
Just the team aspect of it. Like there's a lot of guys that came here that weren't known for their defense that mysteriously start playing a little defense because they play for the Heat. So what I would say is this. I'm not, and I want to say this, I would personally take Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Because it's more of a complete basketball player.
And winner.
Right? Than Harden.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I think a lot of it has to do with the organization that drafts you. But I can't totally dismiss that if Dwayne Wade took the same path as Harden, that he wouldn't have more championships.
Well,
I would say that if James Harden came here, that he would also have more championships than he has.
Okay, but my thing is with him is like James Harden has had great systems and organizations set up for him. Like it's not like he's been in bad organizations.
I'll put it this way. I can't think of a moment in time where James Harden took over anything. No. He's had great games. He's had great series. But you've never left a series that James Harden was a part of and said, that dude took over when everything else was failing.
Right.
And I can go to a bunch of situations where DWade just said, give me the ball, I got this.
Right.
That's where I am with that whole situation. For
Sounds like
anybody to say that it happened with James Harden would be lying. So that's where I am with that. I don't know if you call that winning. I don't know if you call that the mentality of the player.
You used a lot of words for winning, which is okay. I agree. You and I are on the same page here.
No,
we are though, dude.
No,
we, sometimes it's okay.
No, it's not.
You're saying
No, it's
word.
not.
You're saying a lot of Dan. Am I crazy? Is Leroy just saying a lot of word salad for D-Wade was a winner and James Harden is not?
In a roundabout way, he's getting to the point that one guy won and one didn't.
I'm trying to put
some nuance on it.
No, I'm not putting nuance. I'm just trying to, instead of, James Harden's a winner, D-Wade's I'm trying to explain it a little bit in detail. That's what you go to. I take D-Wade. D-Wade's a winner. James Harden's a loser. No, there's got to be more to it than that. That's just too simple of an explanation of two guys that are going to be in the Hall of Fame.
You and I do right now. We're at the 7th grade science fair, though, and our hypothesis is James Harden a loser and Dwayne Wade a winner. That's our hypothesis. And
that's a stupid hypothesis.
And then by the end of it, we'll have all these, factors in there and it'd be like, yes, we proved our hypothesis. Dwayne Wade is a winner. James Harden's a loser.
Tobin if somebody wins, that makes him a winner.
What's that?
So if a guy wins on a team, that makes him a winner.
No, if he's the reason for the winning. Like, there could be coattail riders.
Name one.
Ronny Turioff.
Dude, Ronny Turioff ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Doesn't matter. You asked me. Like,
James Harden's going to the Hall of Fame.
Okay. So you like a coattail rider.
Now, my question is once somebody is a Hall of Famer, do we just acknowledge them as a Hall of Famer, or do we then put in levels of that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's Hall of Famers, and then there's the best.
So what you're saying is that if we say LeBron versus whoever, right, and they're both Hall of Famers, we still gonna say somebody's better. You know what I mean? Like once you get to the
no, I mean, come on, like, because now you're talking. You see, you're doing Hall of Famer. You're venturing into GOAT talk, right?
No. Okay, so let me use something. Let me give a different example. So you're never gonna identify James Harden and Dwayne Wade as Hall of Famers.
They're not even the same zip code.
Why not?
They're just not. They're not. They're
right.
not in the same zip code.
The same zip code?
They're not in the same zip code.
Two Hall of Famers, but they're not.
They're not in the same zip code.
So you're saying that Harden doesn't deserve to be there?
No, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but the Hall of Fame has zip codes, and he's not in the same zip code.
Harden's won MVPs,
Dude, Dan, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Stop.
There's not an award that matters less in the NBA.
You know why? You know why?
The thing is,
you know why, Dan Day?
It's a political.
You know
award.
why, Dan Day? Because his guy doesn't have one.
Because they stole it from him, and they gave it to
See,
LeBron.
there we go.
And he deserved to win the MVP in 2009, and they stole it from him.
And who did they give it to?
LeBron.
And LeBron didn't deserve it?
Not more than Dwayne Wade.
LeBron should have 4 or 5.
I would agree LeBron deserves more MVPs. He actually has 4 MVPs. But I would agree he deserves more MVPs, but Dwayne Wade. But then in a way, maybe he has the perfect amount of MVPs because he has one of Dwayne Wade's MVPs held hostage in his trophy room, wherever that may be.
Can I just tell you?
And by the way, James Harden.
I like you better when you were snoring.
And by the way, James Harden, the only reason he got an MVP was the nerds whining. Oh, look at
Did he average a triple-double?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we hate triple-doubles. Like,
Right.
Can we make up if we like triple-doubles or not?
We didn't start hating triple-doubles until
Russell Westbrook won the
Westbrook.
MVP. And they were like, oh, it should have been James Harden. And so then this highfalutin Daryl Morey, he goes and he whines, and the nerds from the Ringer and the MVP, give James Harden the MVP. Then he gets the MVP. Boo-hoo, cry for James Harden. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, by the way, never mind. He always poops the bed. He shouldn't have been MVP.
Folks, my life with Tobin.
It's political. It's a political award.
Just imagine. We could be walking through the airport talking about snacks.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll go off on snacks. That snack is James Harden. Like he just
silly. And Jeff Teague, this is your fault. You should have more credibility than this, Jeff Teague.
By the way, I would really ill-advise people, don't mess with the airport chili.
Hmm?
The airport chili.
Oh, dude,
Like-
no.
You guys had chili?
No.
Tobin had. So we went to. I was starving, so we just went to Nathan's in the airport because the flight kept getting delayed, and that was the closest thing. Tobin gets 2 hot dogs. Say, did you get chili? He said, can't tempt fate.
You can't.
Yeah, because that chili.
You
let me
can't.
tell
Not
you.
on an airplane, dude.
Well,
Especially,
you were asleep. What did it matter?
I slept for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Now
10
it's
minutes.
10.
We're down to 10 now.
115?
I'm not even sure if it was 10. I was like, it was
Dude, everybody thought that lady in the back dog got loose.
Nobody thought that.
So everybody was turned on.
Nobody
They're
thought
like,
that.
what's that noise?
Nobody thought that.
Said, sorry, that's my friend.
Nobody thought that.
Really?
You didn't think that. The doctors didn't think that.
The doctors didn't think that.
Nah. You want to know why?
The doctor looked over and asked me, is he okay? I'm like, he's still
You're
breathing.
Lying. You're lying. You weren't even awake. By the way, you didn't even wake up. I was awake before you.
You know when I woke up? When you started
didn't.
snoring
You
like a
didn't.
mountain lion.
You didn't. You
So
didn't wake up.
inconsiderate.
And then he does that thing, that COPD thing, where he needs a CPAP machine. Yeah.
You're a bully.
I'm a bully?
You're a bully. You're a sleep shamer.
I'm not a sleep
You're a
shamer.
sleep shamer.
You know what I am? I'm a snoring shamer. Go get yourself a big ass breathe right, and on the way home, open up your nostrils.
I will do that when there's more need for it, but there wasn't because I wasn't asleep that long.
Hmm.
When it's a full night's sleep, all right, that's one thing.
Checks out.
We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.